See, that's why you wipe it off.
It makes all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world.
All right.
Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Happy Friday, everybody. Let me get a take two just in case. Just in case, you never know if I need a take two. Safari window. No, I need to start a page. There you go. Stay right there. I'm finna clear your cache. Give me a second, my love. I can clear your cache right now. Okay. Alright. Just in case I need to take two. Alright. Let me see what's going on over here in these YouTube streets. I believe Fail Army just had dropped something. What is this? Oh. Something from earlier. You know, listen, I was watching he is so funny. I couldn't go to sleep last night. I could not go to sleep last night. And child, he was on my thumb. He was on my fat crazy. Let me see this one real quick.
Okay.
This is short.
Like a chicken and rice bake type thing. So first I put in 1 cup of boiled rice, and then I put in 2 cups of white rice.
Okay.
So yeah, I mix that all together.
Healthy.
And I put the chicken straight, and you don't.
What the fuck?
So next I mix it together 2 cans of.
I was on your side. I like your shirt and everything.
He's so silly. See what I mean? See what I
It
mean?
has the already like pre-seasoning pack inside, but I forgot to get that.
You ain't seeing that chicken. Don't watch that shit. You know what?
And then after that, I'm putting.
See what I have to deal with?
We already know. I ain't eating none of this. I
Right.
ain't trying to get invited.
Right.
She ain't even invite me. You know what? I'm just gonna sit back and watch you do your thing. It ain't hitting for nothing.
And then when it was like halfway cooked,
I was with you because I know that wild rice is healthy.
this was in the oven for about an hour and a half.
But I know good and hell well you ain't did that. That chicken ain't got no season.
It would have been better with the Uncle Ben's rice.
But fuck no.
See what I have to deal with? I told you.
Like a chicken.
Funny. We going back. He own them. That's what I'm saying. I ain't seen her in a minute. She funny. Who's them? Lord, Minnesota. Don't get me started. Hello. I'm trying to give you a different angle. Hello. What is Jay doing with the hair? Oh, I don't know who that is. I thought that was her name. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, give me time. Let me see what's going on, cause is that how you looking? Okay. It's saying sign in like I didn't just do that. Child, that's that donut from Publix. They donuts just hit different. I don't know what else you want me to say. It does. I'm not even finna explain myself. Especially when you're a donut lover. I'm trying to figure out why you ain't logged in. Logged in. Oh, belt that. They doing that belt the ass thing. Ooh, now they got the protest. Oh my goodness, Lord. I thought I was logged in. I don't know what this is all about. Who that? Who is that? Is it? Who these the kids? We got a town hall in Santa Monica. That's just me. That's me. Oil is X. Oil is X. I'm gonna have to go get me another donut for sure. I'm not finna be dealing with Daniel Hernandez. What he doing? His oh, let me go over to these subscriptions. Lord, they got me all over the place. They what's a little 3-month bid? I guess that's where I was at. Let me get over here. Let me find okay, Midas Touch is live right now. Let me see what's going on, because I was looking for Fair Army. They had dropped some earlier. So, was it something I said? Oh, yeah, that was Maggie from Candace earlier this week. Okay, there. I got it. Y'all, I was trying to find it. I saw it when I was logging in. I was like, I'll be back. I'll be back. I got a snack. These some little child. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Uh-oh, I forgot to cut that chat on subscriber mode. Oh, love you too. I forgot to cut the chat. Yes, I love you with all my heart. What? Oh, not the computer. She's screaming. You need to be focusing on the wheel. See what I mean? With all that screaming. Watch your booty crack, cause that road rage. Why you just let me go like that? Why she laughing? It ain't funny. Why you just let me go? He just stepped up and was like, oh well, here we go. Who is this? KFC. Ooh, them tenders will do it to you, won't they? I think I said that Tuesday when I went and got Zaxby's. You know, the little Zax pack from Zaxby's. I said, ooh, I ain't been to KFC in a minute. Them tenders from KFC. Ooh. I've been on tenders for like, I want to say, honestly, it's been the last 6 months. And ironically, COVID is 6 months now, so I've been on the tenders. Because when you think about everybody who has tenders, and then look who just got tenders. They so damn late. Wendy's. I ain't even had Wendy's tenders yet. I ain't ate at Popeyes in about 3 years. It's been about 3 years since I done ate at Popeyes. But I done had Church's tenders. I done had Sonic's tenders. Obviously, we have Zaxby's tenders. It feel like every week, but I don't want to put everybody in my business like that. So I'm going to just say every other week. Because that Zax pack, them 20 tenders, you know, we barely be getting by with that. We gonna be up to 2 Zack packs. 40 tenders. Coming in strong. I ain't had Church's tenders in a minute. Oh, I ain't had. Who else is there? I haven't, like I said, I ain't tried Wendy's tenders yet. I think Popeyes got something on tenders. I ain't been to Popeyes in like 3 years. And I was thinking about their biscuits last night. I was in the bed. I'm like, oh, I need a biscuit. Oh, I need a Popeyes biscuit. Before hungry. And so, Sonic's has KFC. And then, listen, if you go, let me find them real quick. Let me find them. Because I said that I may need to take 2 just in case I have to Google some. Because I had reached out to them. Some had happened. Oh, I had bought one of their chicken sandwiches. And it was open. Oh, I had to email corporate. Excuse me. I'm like, don't do that. I don't know who that is working on the line. Didn't seal this sandwich back, but don't do that. They had sent me some coupons. And so, let me tell you who got the tenders right now. Publix got them buy one, get one free. Child, I bought 6 bags of these doggone tenders. Let me find them. I'm on their website. Let me scroll down. Let me find them. Because nobody sell the tenders but Publix. I'm talking too loud. Let me calm down. Our Foods. Okay. Nobody sell their tenders but Publix. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Take 2. Move out the way. Move you out of the way. Get out the way. Yeah, them. Souls. Now, they used to be John Souls. You know, they'll child. Don't let them. Who was that? Mandela affect you. He used to be John Souls. I guess it's just Souls Kitchen now. Just like they tried to do Miss Dash. I'm like, oh, don't do Miss Dash like that, because she was Miss Dash. Especially if you used her. She was Miss Dash. Let me see. Let me find her. Now I haven't found these right here. Okay, so these, I'm trying not to. This one right here, the little oven roasted diced chicken. I have not found them except at Family Dollars, and they be like in the little small big one, the small bag. This one right here, Southwest chicken, not that one. I ain't even seen. I don't know who sell those, the diced ones. I don't know who sell them. Let me find them. What is the chicken? The chicken strips. The chicken strips. Where your nuggets? What is it? Oh my God. I ain't even seen them. Publix the only one that sell these chicken strips that I know of. And these right here, ooh, crispy. And then, of course, the chicken bites. But this is the honey barbecue. Let me find the regular ones. Shall I know his whole lineup? These, here they go, right here. Chick-fil-A. Look, she got spicy. I think I tried these. Did I try them before? It's hard to remember. Here they go, right here. Here they go. Chicken. $2 at Walmart. 2-pack at Walmart. $5. Not bad. The lineup, child. It's the lineup for me. And then all this new stuff. Ooh, I didn't know that. Oh my goodness, I had no idea. Cause I don't know, y'all. I don't know if you be in that grocery store like that, but these just hit the aisles. Sometime last year. I didn't know that was Soul's Kitchen. I had no idea. They little chicken bite. Let me get off that line. Cause let me tell you, listen. Get out the way. Let me go find them. Now, those are the chicken strips. Those are the chicken strips. Let me tell you who got the best chicken nuggets. Hands down. Here they go. Let me put them up on the big screen, honey. Let me put them up on the big screen. Get me out of the way. Hands down, the best chicken nuggets. Hands down, the best chicken nuggets. You ain't gotta ask nobody. You know I know. Now don't listen when you see the pack. Don't. It's the blue pack. Who was that before them? Who was that? Who was that zesty ranch? I ain't tried that pot pie. I ain't never tried none of them. It's a butter one or something like that. Let me see if I can. I need to write a review. I need to write a review. I do need to write a review. Cause, oh my God. Oh, we got pictures. Child, I will pull up a receipt. I don't need pictures. I need a receipt. I need you to know how many I done bought for the last year. Let me pull up my what is this? Huge piece of bone. Ooh. Plate empty. Ketchup gone. Ketchup all on your pinky. What happened? I'm so nosy. Bill, send your coupon, honey. Relax. Ooh. Oh, I don't be having none of these issues, Lord. We thank you. Okay, air fryer. Okay, you guys. My goodness. All these let me get up out of here. They got the best chicken nuggets. I mean, if you ask me. Look, I'm like, if you ask me. Let me get back to it. Look how he got out of the car. Oh my God. Exactly. You could have got out. Oh, be careful, because you should have got out. Trying to go through the drive-thru with all that stuff on the back of that trailer like that. What is... He look like he playing. It's hard to tell.
Yes, it is slippery enough.
Oh. You trying to hurt yourself. Oh, on the rock. Oh, no, your wrist. I saw. And you bust your face on the desk. Exactly. Because you're doing too much. See? People really be trying to hurt themselves. He's trying to slip down that wet rock. Tires wet. And you slipped on the rock. Wrist. That was your wrist. Come on with your ad, please. You need to... I guess I didn't... Well, that was a close one. What are you... We're trying to record yourself. What were you doing anyway? Oh, that scarf. Oh, ma'am. Oh. I'm talking about just slammed into the wall. I don't know what you were doing. It could have been worse than that. Relax. Okay, back. You okay? Maybe we need to call it a day. What is he doing? Oh. What you screaming for? What are we doing in front of the refrigerator? Were they inside the house? If you do fall in. Oh, it's cold. Ribs. Oh no. Don't POV me. Don't POV me. Move me. I don't want to see this. Okay, so you helping? Who is this with this helmet on, Lord?
Ain't no
luckily,
way.
you ain't break no window. Ain't no way what? Oh, the power lines. Okay.
How do you have this thing floating here?
It's not floating. It's stuck on the power line, sir. Hush.
How is this possible?
Just hush. You see the power lines stuck up there.
Bro, how? How is that possible?
I drove this road a million times.
All right.
There and he grabbed the power line when I took off.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell is going on here? Oh, trying to cook in them glass dishes. Oh, that'll do it to you. Cut the stove off and let it cool off. Don't touch nothing. Just Cut the stove off. Let it cool off. Let the racks cool off. Just leave it. Don't go in there trying to do all the You're gonna have to take them racks out. Don't try to clean it with the racks still in there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Just busted.
What you was cooking, salmon? That what it looked like. Ooh, that muffin, Lord. That Publix muffin was... Sir, it's his scooter. Cut it off. Okay, let me... Oh, your hair. Oh. She was real cool about it, too. Like, oh my God, can y'all get it? And she was holding the baby. I didn't even see that until the end. So you drifted. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, this look. Oh. Jump too early. Look at this. Look, child. Look. Oh, just... Sir. Silly. Don't do that. Don't do that while I'm on it. See what I mean? Bust your head. I'm like, don't do that while I'm on it. What is this dog? Why are you trying to... I was about to ask why you trying to slide that table, that foldable table like that. Why you ain't get no help?
Too much mackerel. Do you have any Gaviscon?
Can you leave? Can you come?
Can you leave? I bet that was staying. Maybe you got on the helmet. What you thought was gonna happen? Here we go. Why y'all? Oh, he was okay, cause he got on his little swim gear.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
my
be careful, cause that's
this
gonna waste everywhere. You keep slamming it down like that. She's trying to strong arm the cup. How you trying to strong arm the cup like that? Okay, all right. Be careful, cause it's slippery. Y'all, I done seen too many people slip coming in and out. Uh-oh. 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 Are we gonna make it a big deal, or are we just gonna pick it up and keep it moving? Okay. Ooh. Oh, I was gonna say, how did I end up in the dirt? Okay. Because y'all stuck. Ooh, these things so dangerous, Lord. Even the baby knew. Even the baby knew. Ooh. Okay, you got, oh. How long you thought that was gonna hold? And where y'all at?
By the way, it's slippery. Don't fall.
Look, he just... Ooh, That is my hero right there. I'm talking about not only came after me and tried to save me from the fall, slipped and fell with me. Bust his head in some motion. Oh my God. Certified hero for sure. Fucked up his whole day. Look, oh. I'm talking about his whole day. Gone. You okay? Well, it's broke. Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on, because it keeps giving me this. Let me see. Okay, hook. Hold on. Give me a second. Um, give me a second. Hello, hello, hello. I had to get in the chat because it kept giving me a message. It kept trying to get my attention. Hey, excuse me. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. See what I mean? Oh, I'm like, what happened? What's going on? What happened? Look, and then I see, I don't know who that was, y'all. I don't know why I keep just, somebody said, why the filter? I believe because this is my channel, right? Because this is my channel. Duh. Let me moderate this chat because she got a lot going on. Hold on. That was me. See, that's what happened when I come on and right. I'm like, subscriber mode, please. You're doing too much in the chat. Ooh, you ain't even put the car in park. You just don't. Ooh, I'm glad you caught it. He threw the umbrella and everything. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Wow. Don't get mad. Just let it ride. It's a prank. Relax. I'm pretty sure you've seen the videos all over YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. So relax. He looked like he was about to get mad. Ooh. Ooh, a bear. Ooh, the trailer just has taken off. Ooh. Okay. You know what? Not bad. I mean, other than, ooh, goodness. Don't be careful. How did that happen, honey? How did that happen? Here we go. Ooh, ouch. What was you trying to do? Be careful. This can get slippery. So you just gonna throw me to the ground. Oh no. Don't drop the bag, Lord. Whatever you do, don't drop the bag. Somebody watched you. I mean, you said somebody was recording you and threw you off. He mad now. Ooh. Okay. Who is this on the hood like that? Like, really? Exactly. No, he ain't gonna pick it up. Ooh. No, he ain't gonna pick up all that trash. Let me worry about that phone. Oh, my phone. My phone. What? I hear Koa. Hold on, give me a second. Let me cut her off. Oh, that's me. I'm over here trying to touch on the phone. Hold on, give me a second. I'm coming, love. Okay, you can stay. He done peed on himself. Let me go get this guy. I need a flashlight. Because you know I can't see that though. singing the song and I copyright. I'm like, dang. I can't sing it. Okay, I'm back. I had to grab me some peanuts while I was out. Hold on, give me a second. Let me cut you back on. I'm back. I told you he had pee-pee. I told you he had pee-pee. Grab me some peanuts. Technically, they are lightly salted, mixed. Some snuck on. Okay, let's finish. Ooh, let me see what's about to happen here. I hope that door don't break. Or the food fall out the bag. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, I was called it. I'm talking about. Come on now. Ooh, them dogs be so disrespectful. Okay. Is she? Cause we got two people over here in this love seat, snored up together. One love seat. She hanging off the edge, ma'am. Don't know about. Just never. It's this puddle right here that has me very nervous. This puddle right here. Is she mopping? Okay, so she's mopping. Oh my goodness. That ain't even how you're supposed to cross over. Step over. Your ankle ain't straight. Oh my goodness. Let's just watch it. I'm nervous. She got me nervous. See what I mean? Ooh, my shoulder. Ooh, my shoulder. I'm talking about, and my hip, my knee, my ankle. I know niggas ain't laughing over here. I know you not laughing. Ain't no way you snickering. Ooh, I'm talking about the pain in my shoulder. It's the laughing for me. It is the laughing for me. Don't laugh because it, ooh. Charlie had me flinch. Ooh. You know it scraped something because that leg is stuck. Look at that leg. Charlie, do you see that leg? Let me start laughing. You know what? It hit something. It could have just been like that little inside cuff, that corner piece. It probably didn't take them all the way out, but you know it was serious when the camera had look the way quick. Ooh.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. I don't know why people be snatching on the door handle like that when it's frozen. How you gonna get in? with the car running. It sounds like it's running. Oh, and it's running. I hope you like yourself out the house. What you want me to do? What you want me to do?
What do you even do?
Ma'am, is the door open or is that your den? I don't know what you want me to do. When you cute, but you thick. Oh. Oh. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, somebody. Oh, did something fall? It looked like there was something right there. Oh. Oh my God, you, ma'am. Use your backup camera, cause I know she beeping. At this point, I know that backup camera is beeping, loud and clear. Cut your music down so you can hear. See what I mean? Look, what are you doing? Cause look, see? You weren't paying attention. Now what? Ooh, my arm, my shoulder. Why you?
I'm going pee real quick. What? I'm going pee real quick. Where's food? I don't know. She left.
Oh, I like those little suitcases. Those look cute.
Do you want to take a second and touch on something that?
I was trying not to laugh with you. What happened? Don't bust him in the face. Why with that arm like that? She's strong. Is that? See what I mean? They will drop your trash can in there, honey. Keep it moving. Right. Ooh, I'm gonna have to slow it down. Ooh, what was that? I need to clean that slow it. Fail. Phase. Ooh, that wasn't that bad. Thought you were gonna fall on your face. Watch your step, because it's a little dip right there. Ooh. Oh. It's gonna work. That was your hand. Oh, he got a little something on his foot. Why is she trying to pick up both of these trash? Hey, uh-oh. Ooh, not on that desk. Not on that desk. You are not trying out for the circus. Watch the dog, because they will take off and pull your arm. Watch your booty bone, honey.
Here we go.
Knock down these stairs. Face first. Oh. If you say so. Ooh. Okay. The cable machine. Right. Doing too much. Oh, okay. Why are you trying to bring me along following? Ooh. Right. Ooh, them cashews. Pecans. I need to stop while I'm here. Let me just stop. Let me stop. Please. Ooh, the cake. What was it? Red velvet? Ooh. No, sir. Be careful, because I don't know how them stairs are. Oh, you okay? Skipping dinner tonight. Uh-oh. Be careful down them stairs, please. How you beat the horn at the same time? Take your time. Take your time. Please take your time. Oh, it's wet. Oh, wet. On them balls. Oh, where he fell at? Oh, sound like it was in Russia. Belt squats were going so well until, okay, the chain broke. Oh, what is going on with this hair? All right, what was the oh, are you stuck? Oh, these stairs, Lord. What are you dripping? What are you wasting? What is that? Rice? Oh, not with that skirt, honey. Why are you trying to pick me up like that anyway? Oh, these stairs. Because she trying to recycle. She want to go outside of her boots. Look, see what I mean? Shoulder, elbow, Get your hands back inside. The recyclables aren't that important. They can wait. The trash ain't even running. What's going on? Oh, look at you, girl. How you get up there? Oh, my goodness. Girl, how did you get up there like that?
All over hanging trees.
Oh. Okay, shoes. Green screen. Oh, coming out of these hot with these stairs. You can't even get the. Is that look? He can't even get the be safe right.
I have no idea.
He can't even get the be safe out. She already falling on her face. Oh. What happened? What happened?
Damn, are you still recording? Yeah. Oh my god.
What happened? We don't even know what happened. Oh, these.
You know I was joking, right?
Your shoes off before drinking. Have you ever gone to sleep without even a thought or thinking? Have you ever tapped your feet at the end of the bed? Have you ever gone to bed after seeing someone newly wed? Have you ever seen Lambo? The hair straightener.
Okay, so he's under the influence, obviously. We get it.
Something else. But
okay, ooh. See what I mean? Y'all laughing. Ooh, you going fast. Okay, what's going on here? Where are you taking the rug, sir? Sir. What? I don't know where that golden retriever was taking that rug. She's sweeping up all that dog hair. Oh, be careful. You need to go back in the house and sit down. Go on back. You ain't ready. Oh, that wall. Oh, that entryway is nice. You okay? You look mad at your damn self. Did you fart? Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. We got a whole fire. Did you cut the oven off? You ain't got no fire extinguisher. That's what it is. Be careful coming in.
Oh my god, why did you do that?
Playing too much.
Oh, ow.
Exactly. Anybody Mercedes. Look. Just get the box off his head before he mess up something. What kind of crackers is that anyway? Simple who?
What's going on?
I don't think I ever tried them. What are them crackers called?
What happened?
He looking like, if you don't take this shit off my head. He a little chunky butt too. Uh-oh. Ooh, sleep. Sleep. Look. Not you checking my pulse. I was making sure you was still kicking. Just making sure. You know, I always gotta give a good shout out to Fail Army. What is going on here? Oh, okay. Let me see what's going on. My algorithm is all over the place. Just give me a second. Let me see what's going on. Oh, let me see what he talking about.
The core idea of Bland is that everybody was sold phones these came out, and we were told that would make our lives easier.
Name one 7-digit number.
1 7-digit number.
Is that
70? Yeah, 70.
How did you get to 70?
Just you said one digit 7 number, so it could have been 7 or 70.
Listen to the question again.
Right, what?
Name one 7-digit number.
Is that a million?
1 7-digit number. So it's got to have 7 digits. 777.
Oh, close.
Okay, what's
Look,
5
I'm like,
plus
that's
5 plus 5. 5 plus 5. 55, innit? Roll my brain. Bro.
he just walked away. He was like, no, I ain't got it.
3 countries that begin with the letter G.
Germany.
Think of Africa.
Ganda. Is it? Ganda. Is it something Ganda?
Uganda.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Uganda.
you. That's not G.
What part of the body is treated by a dermatologist?
Your heart.
You look.
Your heart.
What's 4 divided by 2?
8.
How did you get to 8?
4 divided. Oh, it's divided.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, you
How'd you
said
get to
8, and then you got 4.
4. 2, 4, 6, 8. 4
Divided.
times.
Oh, multiplied. Okay.
AU is the chemical symbol for which element? Vodka.
Oh, vodka.
Is vodka an element? AU? Yeah. No.
Who is AU? I'm thinking of AG. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta see it. What is AU? Oh, it's gold. Oh, yeah, that's that tricky one. Yeah. That's that tricky one. That's gold. You're right. My bad.
Say vodka.
You did say vodka, child.
What specialized organ allows fish to breathe underwater?
I'd say
What those gills? Oh, well, yeah.
There you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Take care.
Oh, he was like, no.
Take care.
He was like, not gonna happen.
Yeah. Thank you. What letter is after U?
Q. Is it Q? Q the music.
No. What letter is after U in the alphabet?
W.
What's the chemical symbol for water?
O2. Is it?
What do you call water in its solid form?
What? Can we go on?
The Roman numeral X represents which number?
Why?
Turkey is located on which 2 continents?
Africa. Asia. Oh, no. The bird or the country.
What do antibiotics target in the body?
Antibiotics?
Yeah.
They target, the tongue. Yeah. I think so.
What do they target?
Yeah, the tongue.
Okay. Can you name 3 countries in Africa?
Jesus. I don't know. You caught me unaware.
And can you name 3 cities outside of Europe?
Jesus Christ.
These are hard questions, isn't it?
Isn't it?
In it?
No.
Brain can't go there, can it?
He just can't be unaware, so he can't think.
What do doctors use to see inside your body?
Blood.
How many legs does a butterfly have?
Oh, look. It don't have any.
How don't they have any legs?
They have wings.
So butterflies don't have legs, they only have wings.
Yeah.
Have you seen a butterfly with no legs before? What's 4 plus 4 plus 4?
Plus 4. 9.
As an athlete, you have those.
Goodness.
How many degrees make a straight line?
0.
How'd you get to 0?
Because 0 is a straight line.
Okay. Does that make sense to you in your head? Bet it does. And what's 4 divided by 2 then?
You can't.
Okay, so what would the answer be of 4 divided by 2 if you can't do it?
If you can't what?
If you can't divide 4 divided by 2, what's the answer for 4?
Well, there's no answer, is there?
There's no answer.
I'm just looking low now, aren't I?
No. You're onto something. I'm just trying to pinpoint it. I want you to educate the public, you know?
Divide 2 by 4 is 2, isn't it?
Okay.
2 times 2 is 4.
And what's 4 divided by 2?
4 divided by 2. No, you can't.
You can't.
No.
So what's 6 divided by 3?
2.
So you can do that one?
No. So you can do that one. Even 3 divided by 6. Sorry, I was going wrong.
What's the square root of 49?
Square root of 49. 11.
Looks like he's living.
Are you good at maths?
Yeah. Good at maths. Very good at maths.
What's 6 times 6?
6 times 6, 35.
Why he be?
What is the outermost layer of the earth called?
Jesus.
How did you get to Jesus?
Because if you listen, the car, Jesus made it.
Name 3 countries that begin with the letter G.
G. Ghana. Ghana. Which continent is it?
Don't matter.
Europe.
Europe.
Guten Tag.
Man, I'll get it. What?
Guten Tag.
That's not a country, bro. Guten Tag.
Yeah.
That's not a country, bro.
What is the study of ancient human history through artifacts and physical remains called?
Fossils.
The study. Well,
Did you get to fossils?
The study of ancient history and artifacts. So that's what fossils
Right.
is preserved from the past.
Alright, cool. What's the capital of Italy?
Rome,
why did I think
What's the
it was
capital of Germany?
archaeology?
Berlin,
What's the capital of Mexico?
Mexico City,
Ooh,
What's the capital of Brazil?
Brasilia,
Whoa, correct. What's the capital of Spain?
Madrid,
Name a shape with 7 sides.
heptagon,
That's correct. Now name a shape with 8 sides.
octagon,
That's correct. Well done, bro. Well done. Now last question, yeah. Fe is the chemical symbol of which element?
is that silver?
Fe,
Iron? What's Fe?
iron,
Yes,
Ooh.
correct. You got it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. If one bee is an insect, what do you call a group of bees? If one bee is an insect, what do you call a group of bees?
Like, they live in a hive, yeah, but like, wait.
Chill with that dog. What is a group of bees?
Bees.
A group of bees. Yeah.
Yeah, a group of bees.
Look how he's looking back at the camera like, did you catch that?
Absolutely amazing.
I would love to visit me a Shenyang play. I don't even know if it's called a play. Performance. I think that's what it might be. Like the performance. Huntsville, Alabama. Child, I'm nervous to go over there with Nate. Feta Wap just got out. I'm like,
Erica had orchestrated that. That is absolutely insane. That is one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my entire life. What? Hey, guys, I have this idea. So, as I do sometimes when I have filmed the entirety of the video and I just want to tell people things on the front side, if you have limited time today, right? Like, if you have limited time, this is one day where I will tell you that the second half of this video is that, like, that's where you definitely do not want to miss, because the thing that I just alluded to in the preview is immediately following. Well, whatever. Just watch the video, dude. But if you
let me see.
but
Jesse on fire.
If you can't wait, if you absolutely cannot wait, then that part starts around like minute 17, something like that. So definitely don't miss that, because from minute 17 to the end of the video is thermonuclear fire. So as you will have seen in the intro,
let me speed him up because I get stuck.
Very shocking development that I had not
Come on, Jesse.
when I filmed this video.
It's okay. Take your time. I'm gonna speed it up.
A thing everybody has seen, Erica Kirk was a part of, that was very, very much misunderstood by the public when we all saw it until right now, and Megyn Kelly revealed the truth about that. And wow, I mean,
okay, go back because I missed a bit.
What? I had assumed that Erica had orchestrated that. That is absolutely insane. That is one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my entire life. What?
Go back.
Go. And we're going to go ahead and get into that right this second.
Sure.
Right after you subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Tell me how much you love this channel in the comments.
We love you, Jesse.
But if you subscribe, that would be amazing. And also definitely like this video.
Indeed.
Let's do this.
And that she really drives people crazy. She drives them crazy. They were very angry that I didn't call her out for what she said about Israel possibly being involved with Charlie Kirk. Well, I didn't call her out because I was totally fine with those questions being raised, and still am. I'm sorry, but I am. I'm sick of this bullshit. I am allowed to have questions about what, if anyone, aligned with Israel or from Israel, might have had to do with Charlie's death. I think it was Tyler Robinson. I think he acted either alone or with Trans-Tifa. I have an open heart to he was manipulated by somebody. I do. So I'm fine with those questions, and I'm sorry for people who don't want them asked. And then it switched to Erica Kirk and Turning Point. Eric.
Before she gets into that, let me just comment on what she said there.
Right.
This is one of the things that I have offline been talking about a lot lately, like with other creators and people who have been interested in this case, people who are covering it and all of that stuff, right? It's like, I like people to acknowledge their inability to know for sure what happened.
Right.
I like how she frames that. She's like, I think it was Tyler Robinson. I'm open to other options, certainly whether or not he was manipulated, and I think that he probably did it with Trans-Tifa, but I'm open to all options.
Okay.
That just demonstrates that's a smart person, okay? Because the first question that you should always ask yourself is the person who's telling me this, is it possible for them to know for sure the thing that they are presenting to me as factually, this is for sure what happened? Because you can always know the answer to that if you're smart enough, okay? Whether or not they could know for sure. Absent them being a witness, having someone confess to him, so on and so forth, right?
Right.
And she basically itemized where I've been at this entire time. I'm like, I think probably Tyler Robinson, I certainly think Tyler Robinson was almost certainly involved. I think that there were a lot of other people involved. I think that we need to look into all angles. I am very, very wary of the 30-6 story. I'm also very wary of the fact that Kash Patel could put the kibosh on the director of national intelligence or deputy or whatever in the CIA, trying to look into whether there was foreign involvement. It's like, why? What are you doing?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, you don't want, you won't allow them to look into that. Why not? Okay. And because here's the thing, exactly what she just said is a very, very, very important point, right? What do I mean by that? Simple. Okay. Kash, the only plausible excuse that he could possibly have for not wanting more, an investigation into foreign adversaries where it would not be something kind of suspect, even though the person who is the source on this said that he's compromised. Glover, that's what Mike Glover said. He said that guy who fed us that story, I mean, essentially kind of a whistleblower, said he believes that Kash Patel's compromised. So let's just put that to the side for a second. Okay? The only excuse you could possibly have is, I don't want this investigation to sprawl into a place where you're going to, damage the prosecution. And you're like, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense, but here's the problem with that. Okay? Even if Tyler Robinson shot Charlie Kirk from the roof with the 30-6, if you don't investigate foreign interference, how would you know the circumstances that led to him being on that roof? Let's just say he did it. Okay? If you don't investigate beyond, well, he did it, it's like, yeah, but why did he do it? Okay? If he's not cooperating with authorities, then you don't have any idea if someone paid him to do it, if someone had been talking to him online, even if Lance Twiggs was involved, like I believe he probably was, even if other people who, basically announced it on social media that they were involved.
Was that the boyfriend? Lance Twiggs?
all of them were involved, you still, even if all of those Antifa people were all involved, you still don't know
Lance.
whether the origin of all of it, the origin of the plan,
Ooh, I
was
said
some
I was
kind
gonna
of
do these
foreign
right.
actor, agent, whatever, that was feeding them information. Like, anyone who's in our game, okay, anyone who does what I do, if you are not wary of your sources of information that maybe, you know, they might be some kind of asset, then you don't understand the world that you live in. I'm talking like if you have like a big enough platform where that might be the case, where I do now. Like I get sources of information where I'm like, are they kind of driving me in the same direction all the time? You know, and it's like, maybe, right?
I think he Irish with them ears. I believe he's Irish, if I'm not mistaken.
If you don't investigate whether there are foreign nationals involved with Tyler Robinson, then like how would you know if this was actually a foreign driven event? Anyway, neither here nor there.
Turning Point became the focus of Candace Owens. And honestly, Tucker, from that point forward, I worked with Turning Point and Erica regularly to say, look, Candace has a right to ask the questions she wants to ask. I'm very close with everybody there, as I know you are too. And I talk with them at length often about what's the best way of handling this, right? And I did not think it was a great idea to go out and try to combat each claim. I really thought just let her do her thing. You don't get to police her, but you also don't have to respond to every question she asks. Like that's just not, I wouldn't do it, and I don't suggest you do it. Sometimes they agreed with me, sometimes they didn't. But for the whole time, I was in close contact with them. And then ultimately, Erica was asking me if I would help forge a meeting with them, broker a peace of some sorts. I told her, you know, maybe you could just email Candace and put it to bed. You know, maybe that's the best way instead of like getting together. I don't know, or doing some. She wanted to do a live
Look
stream
at
initially.
Tucker.
She didn't want to do it that way. What?
And this is interesting just because. So, like as an example, I just watched a video this morning that. Oh, sorry, Megan. Let me get that out.
Ever? I tried to.
Okay, so. You know, I watched a video this morning
that was so
about
nice.
TPUSA financials and who is being paid what by TPUSA, to what entities, and all of that. I'm looking at it like, man, I would imagine that this is exactly how all these massive political action committee or nonprofits, all of it. I've always, been smart enough to know that like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a nonprofit that has 50 million a year, 100 million, a billion, whatever it is coming in. Okay, well, obviously, nonprofits pay for-profit organizations. And so it's not rocket science that most likely there's a lot of dealing where people make for-profit organizations, and since they control all of the financial output from the nonprofit, that they can use that relationship to pay their own companies, and they can make lots and lots and lots of money.
For sure.
Okay, and you want to know how I thought of that? It's exactly what I would do. It's exactly what I would do.
True. Look, I'm like, yeah. He make a good point, y'all. I was over here pondering me a little 501c3. I said, oh. Get over there in that business.
Like, in Dank's video, which I'm going to react to later, he's framing it as very nefarious, and candidly, he's not wrong, because you think you're donating to a nonprofit, and then, people are paying themselves a lot of money as contractors doing, who's there for the checks and balances? Normally, I literally just got off the phone with a person who's going to come and fix our fence, and, it's like, I'm calling around there, it's like, all right, yeah, I'll pay whatever, $4,000 to fix the fence. And I expect them to do a really good job for that money because they are a genuine third party that is providing the service. Well, guess what? If I'm at TPUSA and I'm paying my own company $1 million a year to fill in the blank service,
right?
Not a whole lot of, reason for me to be really hard on that company about whether they deliver the service or not, since the real reason I chose that company is to pay myself, right? But nonetheless, my point is just this.
Right.
When they are just these like anonymous people, you don't really know who they are, you just know their names. They're not like real people. So when someone like, Megyn Kelly is talking about what it's like to deal with them and it humanizes them again, it's like, I don't know, when I was always really wary of like going after TPUSA for the Charlie assassination because like, dude, if they didn't, think of how monstrous that is if they didn't have anything to do with it, which I haven't seen any hard evidence necessarily that they did, except that maybe Charlie faked it. Until I started looking at the finances, and then you cross back to the fact that Charlie had announced they were going to do this Doge audit, it's like, yikes, man, like, because this, when you start looking at the money, there's a lot of money going a lot of different places, including organizations.
Remember what Ian said. You know what his motto is? Follow the money.
Erica Kirk's mom is on the board, according to Danks, and I was like, yikes, dude. It just doesn't look good. Anyway, sorry, I'm stepping on that video. I'm going to record that after this, but anyway, let's continue.
Being of service, I spoke with Candace too and was honest with her, and I've gotten to know her a lot better over the past 6 months. And actually, I know her better now than ever, and I've learned a lot about what's being done to Candace by some of the people we've been discussing. Yep. And it's disgusting, and I'm horrified by what she's been put through. So I'm really just not. I'm not her policeman. I don't want to be her policeman.
Look,
you don't like her? Don't click on her face. Same for me. Same for you.
Dude,
look at Tucker.
Like, me and Megyn Kelly would be really good friends. Like, if she, like, her and I interacted on any serious level, like, for any kind of consistent period of time, we would be, like, really good friends.
And she's so pretty.
I love chicks like her, dude. Yes, I call Megyn Kelly a chick, dude, right in her face. What are you going to do, Megyn Kelly? I know you're a secret black belt. I know you've been secretly training jiu-jitsu to prepare for your Ben Shapiro fight so that no one would see you coming, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you didn't know I knew how to break your ankle with a footlock? You didn't know that? Well, you learned the hard way. How you like them apples, Ben? You like that? You like that? You like getting your ankle broken by a girl, son? Anywho, But yeah, and on
Jesse
the
will
Kansas
go
thing,
on a
I'm just
rant
using that as
one.
examples because I'm 99.9% sure that the reference being made is towards Ben Shapiro and that, you know, his organization
Right.
harassing the living shit out of Candace because
Right.
she's referencing that over and over and over. And that's
Right.
the other thing. Is like when you're looking at what Candace is doing and the things she's saying, things that she's doing, you are making judgments absent critical information. You know? Critical information.
Right.
Because recently there was a situation which I had a
Uh-oh.
lot more insight to
Uh-oh.
than most, well,
Uh-oh.
I mean, outside of maybe like 4 people.
Mm-mm.
And it was like, I was just watching everybody like, you know, with their opinions. I'm like, this is hard to watch, man. Like because they don't know. Like they have no idea what's going on out here. Like, they're so sure about their position. Like that is what people are doing with Candace related to how she acts and this, that, and the other. It's like, I don't know what Megyn Kelly is referencing. I have no idea. But it sounds like she's been the victim of horrific harassment, financial attacks, every other type of attack. And so it's like, you can't, like, don't judge her if you don't know. Like, which means basically no one. Because if you start attacking people like that, especially her, she's going to, if she is still alive, breathing, and has a microphone and can speak, she's going to be a nightmare enemy for you. A nightmare enemy. That is not an enemy that you want. Even if you despise her, dude. Even if you despised her. Like, what movie are you watching, dude? She is the most similar personality to Trump's in that way that I've ever seen in terms of, like, there's no, like you're never going to break her and you're never going to break Trump. Like, even if, you know, she might have, like, a moment behind the scenes where she, like, breaks down and cries with her husband. But that's just, like, I'm a human being, you know?
Sure.
But, like, you're not going to break her in the fight. If she has breath, microphone, she's going to keep fighting. That's why I'm so certain that she would beat the shit out of Ben Shapiro. Because he would run out of energy and then she'd just mop him. Just like I said yesterday. Bite his face. She'd bite his face off.
It's the best. Well, I have to ask you about Barry Weiss and CBS. How is that experiment going? And will it's
here is where we're about to get into exactly what I was talking about in the intro where where you saw my genuine reaction to the first time that I saw this.
Okay.
So we're gonna look at that in a second, right after I show you a quick ad from my favorite sponsor, Prize Picks. Why do you show us so much? It's football season. It's football. Now it's playoffs, so you should check them out. And also, I'm 6 months, dude. I love these guys. It's NFL time.
Who got blew the whistle on Prize Picks?
I don't understand what's daily fantasy.
Ray J?
What you need to know right this second is that if you deposit $5 and put it in play, they will guarantee give you a free $50 regardless of whether or not you win with that $5 entry fee. Wait, I deposit $5 and I get $50 back regardless of whether I win. Yes, that's correct. So that'd be a 10x return guaranteed. Yeah, that's correct. So who wouldn't do that? I don't know, man. You tell me. Everybody is doing it. So tell us what else we get aside from $50 free. Well, you get to play the best daily fantasy game on the entire internet. Talk to me like a child and explain to me how to play. Prize Picks could not make.
No, that ad hit different, sped up. I'm like, okay, let me let you get through it. I'm surprised they ain't went over there to Coach Colin yet. Woo-woo. See what he doing. Somebody had blew the whistle on Prospect. Who was that? I feel like it was Ray J. It's okay, I'm finna wrap it up. I just want,
But she's talking about Barry Weiss taking over CBS, and she is saying that, like, yeah, you know, she sent out some nice ex-posts, you know, congratulating her on selling her company for $100 million, and she's right now, like, definitely was nowhere, not worth that, very much not worth that. And that they went over her total lack of qualifications to be in the position where she's running CBS network news or broadcast news. And now they are about to talk about the Erica Kirk segment that they did, and this is where we hit the thing that is, like, absolutely unbelievable to me.
Let's go then.
Whoever invented this really...
It's raining men.
But no, she has no business running a TV news organization. There's a lot more to TV news than just taking the free press and putting it on TV. A lot more. There's a reason they call it broadcast news. There are 2 pieces to it. The news is important, but so is the broadcast piece. And the fact that she put herself at the helm of the Erica Kirk town hall proves to me she doesn't understand the broadcast piece. Because I'm sorry, not to be mean, but Barry Weiss is not a strong broadcaster.
Can you guys believe that? I'm just kidding, that's not it. That is not the shocking twist that Barry Weiss cast herself in this segment. That is actually really nuts, though, given that, you know, she passed over, like, all of the real broadcasters. I'll just do this myself. They're like, this is a really important segment, Barry. I know. I'm running the network now, so I'll do it.
For many, many reasons. And she should not be on camera, and she should not be the face of CBS News, and she really shouldn't steal the on-air opportunities of the talent who are filling those roles. There's no better way, and I don't have to tell you this, to engender a loathing and resentment from the talent that works in your building than for you as an executive to start stealing their primetime opportunities. It was a massive fail. The ratings sucked. And trust me, it wasn't because the public's not interested in Erica.
See, that's what I'm just kidding. That's still not what I'm talking about. We're going to get to it right now.
She didn't lead Erica to good places for Erica to shine. She ambushed her with the guy who asked Charlie the last question before he was shot and killed.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Okay. So like I was saying, okay.
And I don't even know how that didn't go viral. Like I don't know how I don't like. I don't know how I missed that. I don't even know how Candace had to tell us that on Monday when she came back. Like, I just found that out Monday. I'm like, wait, so you should have seen how Erica was looking at him. Ooh, that death
My
stare.
actual first reaction to seeing this, okay, I always assumed that Erica had been the one who orchestrated that put that together, and she was like, hey, let's have Hunter
Right.
Kozak.
And so look. So that obviously makes sense as to why her reaction was the reaction that she had, because when Barry Weiss had even, told Erica, hey, whatever the little dude name is, it's too many names to be remembered at this point. But you should have saw her face, her reaction. Like, you know how, because she does that thing with her eyes, Lord, and I don't know if it be the mascara. I don't know if it be the contacts. I don't even know if those are contacts. It may be her real eyes. I don't know. Don't care. But she does this thing with her eyes, and when Barry was like, oh, yeah, we have the guy here who asked Charlie his last question or tried to get, and she looked up and I was like, oh.
On. Okay, it never even crossed my mind that some.
It would have never crossed my mind either. Like I said, I was just being informed that happened during the interview. Out of everything else that happened during the interview, that's why I was trying to figure out why that didn't go viral. But then now, Megyn Kelly then dropped the bombshell and said that Barry Weiss has ambushed her with that. So Erica didn't even know that was going to happen. So we didn't even get the reaction.
Network executive who, for some reason, thought that, like, it never even crossed my mind. You think about how insane that segment was. Hunter Kozak.
Right.
At UVU.
That's his name, Hunter
Final
Kozak.
question. Hey, can you talk about, trans, violence, whatever, right before, trans
Right.
shoots and all of that? Like, this is a guy who's gotten a lot of publicity on this.
Yes.
Right?
I'm talking about he been making the rounds. Didn't he do a 60-minute something? He did something with 60 Minutes. He's been all over the news, Hunter Kozak.
Bless, like, this is a dude. He asked Charlie, can you talk about trans violence right before Charlie got shot and killed in front of the entire world?
Right.
So,
right.
What kind of lunatic would reach out to that guy
exactly.
behind the scenes? Okay, talk to her team. Be like, so here's what I'm thinking.
Behind the scenes. Don't even tell me that this is about to happen. Now, this is some tea, Jesse. Megyn.
I'd like to bring on Hunter Kozak. Hunter Kozak is the guy who asked Charlie the final question right before he was shot. He's a friend. Actually, his father works for Jimmy Kimmel, so he was easy to get.
Bingo. We found that out with Niecy weeks ago.
And, we asked him, and he's willing to do the segment. People are like, you're the new boss. I'm not going to tell you how absolutely ridiculous that is. You're not going to tell Erica. You're just going to sit her down and then have her get ambushed by the guy.
I would have got up and walked out. I would have stood up and I would have walked out. Just like Blueface did on 607 he got up and walked out. Child, I would have never even hit the, I'm finna go to the restroom like Rick Ross did. I would have just got up like Charleston White. He walked out on a few, he done got so spotty with it, child. He just get up and walk out. All right, I'm out because I ain't finna do all this. I would have got up and walked out. She would have tried that foolishness with me. And here go Hunter sitting up there all on the podium. Why are you at a podium? What was that about? And then the worst part was, he didn't get to ask his question. I'm sorry, what? He didn't get to ask his question. I would have got up and walked out. I would have got up and walked out. And I'm talking about, listen. Child, I would have just got up and walked out. I didn't even say nothing. Didn't address nobody. I want to know. I would have just got up and walked out.
He asked Charlie a question, and Charlie was killed, and what you want to do is bring him here and have him ask Erica a question. Oh, and by the way, what question is he going to ask? Well, the only way that he said he would do it is if he was allowed to ask her a question where she has to, like, to talk negatively about Trump, so yeah, like, oh, Donald Trump is the reason that blah, blah, blah. Like, she's known him since she was like 17. It's TPUSA. She's the CEO of TPUSA. You think that they're going to talk trash about Trump? What are you doing? Whose idea was this? This is insane. Like, it's insane.
See what I mean?
Insane. This is what I'm saying. Like, the news, anything that's not kind of self-produced, like what we do here, like the news and all the world is a show stuff. It's just the reason that what we do is blowing up and what they do is dying is because people who are watching it can feel genuine humanity in what they watch. And so if you are like, hello, I am a reptilian weirdo who doesn't understand humans, I think it would be like, she's going to be getting questions asked of her. Lulu, who asked Charlie question? Hunter Kozak. That's a connection that makes sense. He asked Charlie question. I'll have him ask Erica question. And that is good news broadcast strategy. It's the same as what we were talking about on the live stream last night about the Malibu, fire memorial that they did in LA. It's insane. It's a kids'
memorial.
It's like slides and all this stuff, and they have all of these like sirens, woo, to memorialize the fire. And you're all so the kids who went through this horrific nightmare where their entire
are
neighborhood was
gonna
burned
celebrate
down. A lot
it.
of them panic, having to like flee their homes, and others knowing that fire burned everything they've ever known. It's like mega trauma, dude. Mega trauma. And so
y'all
like,
are gonna
so we got some
celebrate
money in the
that?
budget for building a memorial park. And what do you want to do with it? It's like, hello, city government employee, city government employee that's never had to make a smart strategic decision in your entire fucking life. Hey, what do you want to do? And they're all fire. They're all, well, there's a fire in Malibu. And what do kids think of when they think of fire? Fire trucks and sirens. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Let's do that. You're all, what? You think that's a good idea? These are like this group of kids that you're talking about is the most likely to be all group traumatized by fire.
Right,
And
just like those
silence.
kids who was there, not only just the kids, just like the people who were there at the TPUSA event. Totally traumatized. Totally traumatized by that. Totally.
And fire engines was going to be a good idea. Hey, you guys want to jump on the fire engine slide just to ensure that you definitely are going to be spending half your paycheck when you're a grown-up on therapy? Like, what is wrong with these people?
Right.
This is day one of my husband doing Tai Chi workouts.
That is not your husband, ma'am. But you're right. I could be wrong.
So dumb.
She brought him back to face Erica Kirk to
Look.
finish a question and to ask Erica to condemn Trump's violent rhetoric. This is the guy who saw Erica's husband get assassinated by a leftist, tranny, furry-loving guy. And now you want to make his widow condemn Trump, who just gave her husband the Presidential Medal of Freedom, who's vice president, buried him, got him on Air Force 2. How dare you? How dare you do that, Barry Weiss? She had zero sensitivity about it. She ambushed her, and trust me when I tell you, there's no love lost between Erica Kirk and Barry Weiss. So that's just my little window into what she's been doing.
Wow. So, hey, I already filmed my reaction to the news.
Right.
Because I came on, I'm scrapping it because I stopped the video too early, and now I'm going to react to that because that was glorious. Okay, glorious. Because actually, you know what? I take that back. I take it back. I'm going to leave it in exactly where it is because she did it better than me. She did it better than me. But I'm probably going to go ahead and just give you guys a fair warning that you should wait and watch Megyn Kelly do a much better job of chastising this weirdo than I am about to do right now. So I'll let you guys watch me do it, and then you guys can just watch that, and then you can tell me in the comments who did it better. I vote for Megyn Kelly because goddamn, she's a beast, dude. She's a beast. We'd be such good friends because she's tall and she's blonde, and I am, I was never into either, and so she will know. Like I'm not creep with anybody, but like that's always a good basis of a friendship between men and women. Is like if both sides, it's like, yeah, no, dude, like I'm not interested in any of that. And they're like, oh my god, finally. One of these guys that's not double track thinking about what I look like naked, which is what it's like 80% of the time. It's like, yeah, no, not doing that. Not doing that. I actually just respect your mind. I think you are super fucking smart, and I like what you just said. Anyway,
Okay,
so
I was
that was amazing. I might just
wrap it up.
right there. Actually, I might, let me see how long we've been going for. Yeah, I'm gonna
Jesse.
talk a little bit more actually because that was so gangster.
But on top of that, Tucker, I've
So
got more if you
gangster.
want.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Look, and both of them drooling. Look at both of them just drooling over Megan. She cute though. You gotta love
What
her.
has he done so far? Nobody knows who the hell he is. So far, he got the job because he had a contentious segment with Ta-Nehisi Coates, in which he was good. Ta-Nehisi Coates went to Israel for 10 days and came back and said he was an expert on it and wanted to write his thoughts. Okay, you're not. Be quiet. Leave it to people who actually have done a little study on it. You going anywhere for 10 days. I mean, I just got back from Montana for 10 days. Doesn't make me an expert on Montana. It's cool. It's got bears. People love to hunt. Okay, like, I'm not an expert. Okay, but
You are a badass though. Who secretly is probably a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm just gonna keep coming back to that, dude. She is that kind of person.
Anyway,
Look at these two
that's why he got the
drooling
job,
over
because
Megan
he's stuck up
Lord.
for Israel. He has an ex-wife who's living in Israel, and of course, that's the agenda now of Barry Weiss and her boss, the Ellisons, at CBS, and possibly at CNN if they wind up buying them too. Although it's not good for them given the rejection of that bid today. And anyway, so that's why he got the job. What has he done? We pulled up a few
Look at
segments that Tony Doe
Tucker.
was done while a correspondent, because now he's claiming, I've always hated it, I've gotten it, too much reliance on elites, I'm going to be for the people. He's trying to sound like a Fox News anchor. Well, we pulled up a couple of big news events. We pulled up the Border Patrol is whipping Haitian migrants at the border story. Did Tony Dokoupol get it right? Even 24 hours into it, after the Reuters photographer who took the pictures and said that's not what they showed, came out and said
That's
that's
what
wrong.
it's called,
No,
Reuters.
he jumped right on the bandwagon, served it up to Jen Psaki, who is his guest, to let her take a huge dump all over the Trump administration and the Border Patrol. But that's the rest. That's the savior of CBS News. Count me a skeptic, Tucker. People aren't interested. They're not interested in network news. They're really not interested in evening network news, and they're really not interested in CBS evening network news. It will fail, as will the entire network.
And the main reason that it's going to lose, in addition to the incompetence laid out right there, is the fact that they are competing with them.
Right.
Okay, this is what you're up against. You're up against people who are allowed to say whatever they want.
Right.
And you know what that means? It means that they're going to be saying things that people who are watching are also thinking.
Wow.
And that is going to be something that they relate to, which is going to make them want to watch that
True.
more,
That's
not
true.
this scripted nonsense that people can see through very easily. Because how many whipping Haitian...
Who knew we was watching fake news? Child, we would have never known if Donald Trump would have never blew the whistle back in 2016, 2017. Child, that was his whole bid. Fake news, fake news, fake news. I'm like, it's fake? Oh, child. Tragic. So, stop. CIA video. 10 pool targets. Oh, goodness. Child, he got a 2 hour and 40. Jesse ain't been to sleep all day. Look at Jesse with this 2 hour and 14-minute video that just dropped 30 minutes ago. Oh, my goodness. Child, it'd be hard to sleep over here on YouTube. I'm telling you.
Mama.
Look at Mama and Josh. Oh my God. Let me put it on mute, Lord, because every time I scroll, somebody talking. Yeah, he went to a steakhouse. That's what we found out. Candace blew the whistle on that. Tyler Robinson went to a steakhouse. He is so hungry. He went to Dairy Queen. Well, did he get something to eat at Dairy Queen, or was he just throwing clothes in the trash can? And then he went 3 hours away and got him some steak, some potatoes, and maybe some asparagus, and maybe a nice Long Island, or, just a tea, lemonade. And then he went to his grandma's house and called out for work. Hey, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it. So, that's what we found. What we found out. Excuse me. Giant. Nobody but planters with them peanuts. Oh my goodness. I was just saying, I ain't want nothing. I think Trap Lord Ross is off today. Let me see. He might be off. He need a day off, child. He don't sleep. That's somebody who ain't gonna sleep. It's on the other one. Trap More or Trap Lord? Let me see, because I know he got another one. I'll be trying to figure out which one I be on. Okay, Trap Lord. Oh, he ain't been on Trap Lord in a minute. What's that? Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Oh, no, that was 2 weeks ago. Okay. I'm glad he didn't took him a few days off, because he has been on David's neck. He's been on David's neck. I don't know what was going on. It just be too much going on for me I'm just gonna wait, because he said something about Epstein is alive. I'm like, I don't think so. Unless he changed his name. Cause didn't they leak his passport? Uh-huh. Yeah, I see Coach Colin. He dropped something. That was an hour long video. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see what's going on. Cause see, I have a tendency to just be on one algorithm and I'll forget. Thank you for the subscription to check both the algorithm. What is Cardi doing with this banana, Lord? Oh my goodness. She talking about she over budget. Ma'am. Over budget. I know that devil is a lie. Talking about she over budget by millions. Who is, oh my God.
Sí.
Sí.
Muy bien.
Me alegra que la estés pasando bien. Nueva York, ¿te gusta?
Absolutely fantastic.
Great.
Yes, I will go on a date with you.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
Said you
I
wanted to
didn't
go on a
say
date
that.
with me. Is that what you said?
I thought that you know some Spanish. I heard.
I did. I thought
I heard you
"Hi,
saying
Amelia, I want
adios.
to go on a date with you. And will you marry me? Is that all you said?
No.
No. How you
Definitely
feeling?
no. 'Cause
Definitely no.
everyone is so, well dressed and
Very well dressed.
handsome and beautiful.
You look amazing. Speaking of beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
He is so arrogant,
I
look.
saw myself the mirror,
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien?
Sí.
Sí.
Muy bien.
Me alegra que la estés pasando bien. Nueva York, ¿te gusta?
Absolutely fantastic.
Great.
Yes, I will go on a date with you.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Oh my goodness. He get it all the time, so you really can't blame him. Like, you really can't blame him. I'm like, it's Bad Bunny, honey. Trust me. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Hold on. Cut it up. Let me see.
Department of Justice releasing some of the files, obviously many more to come, but there are stories being released from people that had a connection to him or worked with him that aren't being touched on by the rest of the media that we think it's important for our viewers to know. Back in 2015,
TMZ.
a forgotten assignment that would turn into something far more sinister than he expected. Jeffrey Epstein paid him 20 grand for some photos, but when the deal fell through, a giant bodyguard showed up at his door wearing a black overcoat and leather gloves. Now, the way this played out shows you exactly how Epstein wielded power behind closed doors. Let me break down what actually happened. This story comes directly from photographer Christopher Anderson, who recently shared the full account on his Instagram, along with photos he took of Jeffrey Epstein back in 2015. Anderson recently made headlines after photographing Trump's cabinet for Vanity Fair, but it's this decade-old encounter with Epstein that's making waves now. And according to Anderson's Instagram, nearly a decade ago, New York Magazine reached out to him for what looked like a standard photography gig, and his assignment was to capture images of Jeffrey Epstein for a piece Michael Wolff was writing. The same Michael Wolff who's written extensively about Trump, and whose private emails with the convicted sex offender were made public last year when Democrats on the House Oversight Committee released them. Back then, Anderson wasn't particularly familiar with this subject. He'd later share on his Instagram, I didn't know much about him other than the fact that he had heavy connections to power. Now remember, this was before Epstein became a household name, but he had already been a convicted sex offender. So before Anderson could even set up his camera though, Epstein had a special condition. He insisted on a preliminary meeting to discuss purchasing all rights to the photographs after they were published. And so Anderson agreed to meet him, and according to Anderson's account, upon arriving at Epstein's place, the door was opened by a young woman speaking with an Eastern European accent. Anderson would later spot this same woman preparing a massage table in one of the adjacent rooms. Following her came Leslie Groff, Epstein's private secretary. For those unfamiliar, Leslie Groff worked as Jeffrey Epstein's executive assistant for over 20 years, and her responsibilities included managing his private calendar, arranging his travel plans, and overseeing logistics
statistics across his various properties. Multiple civil lawsuits filed by Epstein's victims named Groff, alleging she played a role in facilitating his abuse through scheduling appointments with young women and arranging their transportation. But let me get back to what happened that day. As Anderson describes it, the space he entered was dripping with wealth and status. The walls displayed framed photos of celebrity and political friends, and even a taxidermied tiger. Everything about this environment screamed one message: this man wanted you to recognize his power and connections. And then Epstein made his entrance. The moment Epstein stepped into the room, something about his demeanor caught Anderson's attention. His gaze, as Anderson would later put it, sized him up like something always looking for the angles. Now, Epstein seemingly wanted to know everything. According to Anderson, Epstein launched into a series of questions about Anderson's photography. What did his work look like? How would he approach the shoot? And then came the money question. What did Anderson believe his photographs were worth?
Hold on, because isn't Christopher Anderson, isn't Christopher Anderson the guy who just, calm down. Isn't he the guy that just did the photography for, was it Vogue? The cabinet, why did I thought that Christopher Anderson was the guy who just did the White House photos? Right? Now, what did I say, Vogue? I think it's Vanity Fair. Okay, see what I mean? Like, I knew I wasn't tripping. I'm like, that name sounds familiar. Photographer who took White House Vanity Fair photos shares terrifying Epstein anecdote. I knew it, like, the name. I was like, weren't we just talking about that name? Remember, cabinet, has taken to Instagram to post a portrait he once took of Jeffrey Epstein, accompanied by a disturbing anecdote. Oh, my goodness, I'm reading, Lord. Let me get me out of the way. Me. Get me out of the way. Let me just move it down here. Oh my goodness. Let me read it. And then just stay up here. Beside a stark black and white image of the late PDF and 5 more of him in his lavishly furnished office, complete with a stuffed tiger and framed photographs of the occupants' famous friends. Anderson wrote, yes, that's Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. He explained that he was assigned by New York Magazine to photograph Epstein in 2015 to illustrate an article by Michael Wolff, the journalist and Trump biographer whose email correspondence with the disgraced billionaire was released last year by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee. Quote, I didn't know much about him other than the fact that he had heavy connections to powerful men, Anderson wrote of Epstein. He wanted to meet me before the shoot to negotiate buying out the pictures after publication. A young woman with an Eastern European accent answered the door. I would later see the same girl setting up a massage table in a room just off one of his offices, followed quickly by his private secretary, Leslie Groff. Okay. Anderson continued, when Epstein arrived, his eyes sized me up like someone always looking for the angles. He quizzed me about my pictures and how the shoot would go and how much I thought my pictures were worth. He said he didn't want anyone else to have the pictures after the magazine published them and offered me $20K to own them after publication. Child, do y'all see? We ain't got to it yet. Let me scoot me over so you can see Caroline in that red. Ooh. Oh, you can't even see it because it's a. Child, I can scoot it. Oh, she gone now. We got Prince down there. Who is that? Michelle? What is going on? What is this? That ain't Michelle. Who is that? I can't tell who that is. Who is this? Who is this? Okay, that's her. I was making sure. I was making sure. Because, she couldn't keep her braids. Oh, I ain't seen, goodness, I can't even remember her name. Before Jen. Oh, I can't remember her name. Let me get back. Okay, the photographer explained. Hold on. That the offer amounted to, quote, all the money in the world to me at the time. The offer amounted to, quote, all the money in the world to me at the time because he had a young family to support and that he had already been granted permission by the magazine to make such an agreement with the subject, who was made to understand he would not receive the images until they had been published. Okay. Several days later, he decided to pull out of the story and started calling me to demand the pictures. Anderson resumed. I reiterated that the pictures were not his until after publication. Then the threats started. He sent his bodyguard/driver, Merwin, a massive guy in a long black overcoat and black leather gloves, to my studio to intimidate me. It worked. The magazine killed the story too, so I cashed the check and Merwin came by again to collect the hard drive and make sure I didn't have any more copies of the photos. Today I found the copy on a very old hard drive. You know what that means, child. You know you be going through them external drives and be looking for something. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. I'm curious to know what was the story about that he pulled out of all of a sudden. The Department of Justice is currently in the process of releasing all of its documents and investigative materials on Epstein, who died by suicide in a New York City jail cell in 2019 while awaiting trial. In compliance with the Epstein Transparency Act. The deadline for the full publication of the files was December 19th, but the DOJ has so far posted only around 1% of its total holdings by its own estimate on its website in 2 tranches. It has advised a federal judge that it still has more than 2 million documents to review before they can be posted. More than 400 DOJ attorneys and 100 FBI analysts are set to spend, quote, the next few weeks dedicating all or a substantial portion of their workday to examining the files. Jay Clayton, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, wrote to U.S. District Judge Paul A. Engelmeyer, Mayor, in an update this week. The legal experts are making redactions in the interest of safeguarding the victims, protecting national security, and preventing ongoing investigations from being compromised. You know, they ain't trying to worry about protecting no victims. Because then remember, it was a picture that they released because they wanted to, oh, look, see, he do got pictures of Trump. But then they had to go back and delete the picture. And then they made a big uproar about it. Oh, they deleting pictures. And it was like, well, there was a victim on the picture. So we, you know what I mean? Like, it's just this whole back and forth, because of course they want the Epstein file. Who in the Epstein file? And then it's just this rabbit hole that is just making my head hurt, because then that was what all the comments were talking about. Oh, the Maduro. Oh, that was just a distraction. That was just a distraction. I'm gonna go and get on up out of here. Look, I'm gonna just go and get on up out of here. I know when it's my time. I know my cue. Trust me, I'm at an hour and 47 over here. I don't know what my time looking like over here, but I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. because, you know, we know how this can go. We know how this can get. Let me put it on mute, y'all, because it'll just keep going and going and going and going and going. And I'll just be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Happy Saturday, as we have made it to our threshold. I have 12:16. So let me go ahead and get my chargers on. Luckily, somebody just stopped charging. That's so weird. She's been at 80% for the longest. Hold on, let me switch you right there. Hopefully that'll help. Who knows? I'm gonna get on up out of here. I had gotten so used to falling asleep at 9 o'clock. And it's such a bad habit, if you ask me. Because then I wake up like 12. And if Cole ain't woke up yet looking for some breast milk, then I have to wait for him. And so he'll wake up about 1 if he ain't peed on himself. And need him a dry towel, put him back to sleep. Then I'll give him some breast milk, put him back to sleep, give myself a bathroom break, give Seth a bathroom break, and then he just be up. Can't he go back to sleep? You be like, oh my goodness. Last night, you should have saw me. Couldn't go back to sleep. I didn't doze off until about a little after 6. A little after 6, I would say. But hopefully I'm able to get a little nap. We'll see. Look, I'm like, we'll see. I'll probably end up coming back on catching up on Mike. That's why I should have went to Mike. Now that I think about it, where he at? Because I ain't caught up with him. Yeah. See what I mean? I'm yawning. I'm yawning. Oh, I'm so tired. He, dang, I had just, I'm finna watch it. I'm finna go lay in the bed and watch him. Give him a thumbs up while I'm here. I just can't resist. Oh, sir, hold on. You give me a second. Just give me a second.
As soon as you step outside. And this afternoon, a call had been made from a pretty run-of-the-mill southwestern suburb.
First of all, hold on, Mike, because you can't go that fast. I know I had Jesse going that fast, but I know you can't. Run it back. Give me a thumbs up real quick. What happened?
My name is Mike, and in this whole video, it all began with a simple trip to the grocery store.
Oh,
it was
not that grocery store.
Blazing hot in Arizona. The kind of heat that hits you like a brick wall as soon as you step outside. And this afternoon, a call had been made from a pretty run-of-the-mill southwestern suburban neighborhood.
Okay.
However, the call was anything but. It was about a car and a person who had been left inside of that car.
Oh, no.
A 2-year-old girl.
Please, baby, please. Anything. Just let them focus. You want to step outside?
We always park that over in the garage usually, but I just got a Peloton recently, and the Peloton is in the garage now, so that's why it's not even in the garage. But
And how long was she sleeping in the car out there?
At first, it seemed like a horrifying accident. child forgotten in a hot car, no air conditioning, temperatures soaring into lethal territory. But then maybe it starts to look like not an accident. You know, an accident is when you leave the stove on and you forget about it and then you make sure to never make that mistake again. But this was not the first time that this had happened. Nor was it the second time, nor the third, nor the yada yada yada. It started to look less like accident and more like negligence. An almost evil kind of negligence. Before we get into it, please subscribe to see new stories for The Dark every single week. Now, let's give this horrifying tale a go.
Oh, he look like he got some new tattoos. This story sounds familiar. This guy's name sounds familiar. I will get halfway through the story and be like, ugh, I know
Guys,
this
it's the new
story.
year. Finally, it's 2026. It's
Zot-Dog.
your year, and it's the year. We should all be focused.
Let me let him get Zot-Dog out the way. Christopher Schultz. That name, this video came up on my feed Tuesday, obviously, because he dropped this video on Tuesday. And I remember, I don't know if it was the name. It was like a combination of both. It was like the name and the picture. And for some reason, I'm like, I heard that story before. I know that name. It was just something about it that I was just like, And I just, I was like, I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. Because I'm like, I'll get back to it. I can't get back to it. You know, you have to adjust your spirit with too much through crime. You have to adjust. And so I'm like, let me see. Let me shift. Let me maneuver. And then if I get back to it, I'll get back to it. See, look, I was headed out. And then I thought about Mike, and I was like, I just feel like I've heard this story before. I feel like I know this guy's story before.
You can do that too. View thousands of.
Let me let him finish. Because you know you have to get your ass in the beginning. Especially with a video 40 minutes long. Shout out to Zot-Dog, though. I've used them before. I ain't even gonna hold you. I've definitely used them before. All that trying to call or...
See a doctor without the wait.
Yeah.
Phone tag.
Ooh.
Make sure you check.
All that
Did I mention?
He do got a new tattoo on that other arm. I see it. You see how he trying to hold it down? I seen it. I don't know what all that is, but what it say, but I see it. And I can't go.
It all began in the town of Marana, Arizona, just northwest of Tucson, sort of like a suburban commuter town kind of place. It lies mostly in Pima County, home to about 50,000 fine Arizonan folks.
50,000.
And one thing to note is, well, okay, it's going to be like pretty obvious, but I mean, come on, give me a break here.
Arizona.
It's hot there. This may come as a shock to some of you, but it gets hot there. Like, there's a fierce number of those real hot ones. In July, when our story is set, you're talking about like 45, 46 degrees Celsius, which is like 115 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a kind of heat where the air itself feels like it's pissed off at you. You're toasty. I wouldn't last 2 seconds.
Right.
And speaking of hot days, July 9th, 2024, a real scorcher. It was at roughly 4:15 p.m. that day that a 911 call went in to the Marana Police Department. The call was about a child found unresponsive in the back seat in West Peyton's Court, this quiet residential area. Looks like Walter White's neighborhood. All pretty unremarkable, but ain't that just the way? Why is it always that the most horrifying crimes happen in the most mundane places? That's probably what makes them so horrifying, because they happen in places that you and I are living in.
911, 911, please. What's going on? My baby was in the car. She's not responsive. Okay, hold on. I'm going to transfer you to medical dispatcher. Stay on the line. Oh my God, oh my God. How long has it been? Half hour.
Shit.
It was, but it turned off. I've been checking. Oh my God.
There was a man on the end of the line, panicking, saying that his daughter had been left in his car, sleeping, and now she was unresponsive, and that help was needed immediately.
She was in the car, sleeping. She's unresponsive.
Okay. And who is she?
Please. My daughter. My daughter.
And this was out in the driveway?
Yes.
Is she still breathing?
No, she's not breathing right now.
He was saying he'd already done CPR, and that his wife was doing the very same thing as she was a doctor.
Okay, we need to start CPR right now.
Yes, we are. We're starting CPR, yes.
The help is on the way to you. I need to hear CPR. I need them to count it out for me. 1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
4.
3. But my wife's a doctor. She's home.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, she's coughing. She's coughing. Oh, that's compressing.
Therapy is a safe place to...
No, she not. Talking about a line.
But it
It's always that one person on the
officers and EMTs, they
on the
arrived swiftly on
911
scene
calls,
within minutes of the call. And the young girl was already being worked on, but the situation, it seemed pretty dire at this point.
She was left in the car for 5 minutes, but it was said it was on. Was the air conditioning on? Yes.
But I guess it turned off, right?
You have a wallet with you?
A wallet?
Yeah.
Please, baby. Please.
Chris.
Why was she in the
Why don't
car?
you have a seat somewhere?
Right, like go sit down.
Why are you with me?
Oh.
Because we were first responders and we were on scene. And then the family called us.
And don't start all that attitude. Don't start all that attitude. Mr. left her in the car. Right.
45 minutes. Please, baby, please. Anything. Just
Let them focus. You want to step outside?
As the daughter was being wheeled out on the stretcher, it seemed like this young girl had already passed at this point. And the appropriate dramatic reaction, it played out.
She's dead. Like, I need to be with her.
Oh my God, I know.
At the hospital, the young girl would be pronounced dead on arrival. Cause of death was heat exposure. The mother of the child, Erica Schultes, left with her daughter. The victim, 2-year-old Parker Schultes. They were going to the hospital, but it seemed to be a foregone conclusion, at this point. And left at the home was the father, the person who had left young Parker in the car, Christopher Schultes.
We're gonna keep you updated with everything, okay? We just need to stand by with you right now, alright? Is that your wife out there? Yes. Okay. We're gonna make sure she gets down there, okay?
He remained back at the home and the police remained with him. Riddle us this, Christopher. Do you want to just tell, what happened?
Right.
Want to start whenever you're
Again,
ready.
from the beginning.
We're just gonna need to get a
What is he
statement from you
drinking?
about what happened, what's been going on.
Get
Obviously,
off
I
that
know this
phone.
isn't easy for you. Okay, it's not easy for anyone around right now.
Oh, I like that
We're gonna keep you
faucet.
updated with everything we
Oh, I like
Can
that
you give us some
faucet.
kind of explanation here as to what led to a 2-year-old
Being
to pass
stuck
away
in a car for
in your
45
car on a
minutes
day like today under what seemed to be such preventable circumstances?
for 45
nothing was. It
minutes.
was extremely preventable. But just not to Chris, who had done this. He was collecting, leaving your kid in a boiling hot car, incidents like they were Pokemon cards. Chris, he was extremely distraught, as you can imagine. I mean, what's the first thing you're going to do when you're distraught? And your daughter has just died of heat exposure. Make yourself a nice cold drink with ice. Hey, it's a hot day. And he sat down with the officer to explain how one fine day turned into a complete nightmare.
Just been hanging out at home. She was sleeping in the car, and I had the car on.
Why is she in the
It has
car?
a sensor where every 30 minutes or so it'll turn off if you haven't moved. I swore she was in the house playing with her sisters like she always does.
Chris Schultes, though, wasn't just twiddling his thumbs being the happy wanderer in this story, especially when the police have to initially, treat every death as, well, a possible crime scene, possibly suspicious. And Chris, upon hearing this, that's when the waterworks really began to flow.
I don't feel like we're intruding, but we're gonna have to stand by with you for a while.
Exactly. Look, watch him. Why? Watch him. Look at him.
Any death, we have to treat like a crime scene.
Look. And them dogs. Go get them dogs. I done seen this before. I know I have. Look. Cut that water off. He trying to take a shower. We got them dogs barking. I done seen this before. I just can't remember whose channel I saw it on. I just can't remember whose. Look.
I don't want you to be blindsided by anything.
Cut that water off. No, you're not gonna take no shower. No.
I'm being treated like a murderer.
Exactly. Look.
Figuratively and literally.
Look at that mustache.
Crying for his daughter who just died in what seemed to be a horrifying accident.
Look at him with that water running. Cut that wasting water.
And I mean,
He can't
Chris
even cry.
just making the noises. He alternates between, that and then sort of being like, fuck, what a bummer, dude. I just wanted a game today. He was then very adamant about taking a shower so he can go to the hospital, which is weird.
We'll be all right. So we can't let you do that right now. We have to stand by with you. Okay? As soon as you can, we'll let you know.
You can stay in the room if you want, but
Hey man, listen, but you ain't finna take no shower. I don't care how stink them nuts is. No, that's not happening either. Right. Look. Hey. Cut that water off. Go back downstairs and sit down somewhere.
It's not necessary right now.
Go sit down somewhere. Now all of a sudden you want to shower.
It's not right now.
Your daughter just died, but make sure you get a good rinse. Get those suds in. It's almost like he's trying to wash away something, huh?
Imagine being able to be.
You piss me off with all that. I need to go take a shower. You don't.
Chris had already told a number of lies, which we are going to get into, my
Let's
friends. And almost everything about this case is baffling. And honestly, infuriating.
We always park that car in the garage usually, but I just got a Peloton recently, and the Peloton is in the garage now, so that's why it's not even in the garage. But
And how long was she sleeping in the car out there?
I want to say it was
But you keep saying she was sleeping in the car, but you thought that she was playing in the house with the sisters. I'm confused. Why would she even be sleeping in the car? Like, how did we get to the point to where it's, oh yeah, go in the car. You can sleep in the car. Let the car run, and then 30 minutes it'll cut off, and then, like, wait, what? Oh, and then we can't even park it in the garage. I got the Peloton. Didn't they just get recalled anyway?
30, 45 minutes. And I don't think their air was off that entire time. I think there was a time in between. I had checked on her last.
See what I mean? Why is this a thing? Oh, she was sleeping in the car. Oh, I went and checked on it and everything.
You'll notice that as we continue into this story, the person Chris has most sympathy for is Chris.
The AC was on.
Look. Look at him.
Are you guys all here for me? My MDX. The one parked in the driveway. The black one? The blue. The blue. Are you guys here for me?
Yeah. Yeah, we here for you. You the only one here. We're here for you.
And this day,
I doubt it.
Christopher Ryan Schultes made the worst decision of his life. The second worst decision was that lip ring. The victim in this case was 2-year-old Parker Schultes, the youngest daughter of Chris and Erica. They had two older girls, a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old. Parker was described as a beautiful, innocent, curious young girl.
She got a little
But what
scratch
happened
on
to
her
her
leg.
was not
Look at
simply
those
a mistake. It
veins.
was the culmination of a series of dickhead moves that would eventually lead to not just one death, but two.
Two? Uh-oh. Oh, what
Christopher
happened?
Schultes was more or less a
Did he- I
stay-at-home
think he-
dad, taking care of the
Never mind.
three
Let me
girls
not
he
jump this.
had with his wife, Erica Schultes.
Mhm.
Now, Chrissy also had a daughter who was much older from a previous relationship.
Mhm.
Erica Schultes, she was the primary breadwinner of the family. She worked as an
Doctor.
anesthesiologist
Oh.
at Banner University Medical
Mm.
Center,
Mm.
a hospital just 20 minutes down the road
Mm.
in Tucson.
Mm.
And you know, an anesthesiologist is it's a very well-paying job, as you can imagine. You know, to get that job, to get into that position, you need degrees coming out the wazoo. But as we will see, never equate degrees with intelligence. I mean, I have a couple of degrees, and I'm a fucking idiot. On that morning, July 9th, 2020,
I got a degree.
a Tuesday, Erica was off for work as per usual. Chris at home with the kids.
And do.
Early that day, at around 10 a.m., the two oldest children headed off as they were going to a trampoline park with their friends.
Mm.
And so, that left 37-year-old Chris alone with 2-year-old Parker. As we go through the timeline of what happened leading up to, well, what you've seen, sort of nothing makes sense, if I'm honest. And you know, I
Right.
try to be honest. Nothing makes sense, and you will see a lot of contradictions and lies between what
Already?
Chris was saying
And
and
what
what he
really
did. He didn't do
oh,
good. See, Chris that morning, he'd been trying to schedule a doctor's appointment. He had back issues from a car crash he had sustained a couple of years previous. And Erica would say, you know, as a doctor, she was trying to help him organize help as best that she could. Erica would also tell the police later that Chris had substance abuse issues in the past, but they were like way back in the past. Nowadays, he don't drink, he don't do drugs, he would even refuse to take, you know, painkillers that were prescribed for him. He was totally sober Joe over here. So that morning, Chris was allegedly trying to schedule a doctor's appointment, but for some reason, they weren't picking up the old ringers. So Chris decided, you know what? Let's get in the car. We'll drive down there. I'll make my appointment in person. Now, he was seen on cameras driving like past the medical center or the hospital. Not quite sure if he actually got out of his car to go in. But I'll tell you where he did go in. On his way home, he made 2 stops. One for beer, one for groceries. And, hey, more beer. Why not? He goes into both of these stores alone, presumably leaving Parker back in his car. First, just after midday, he went into a convenience store, grabbed a couple of cans from the cooler in the back, and then, when you gotta go, you gotta go. He takes the 3 cans of beer into the restroom of this convenience store. And then, what the hell? He comes out of the restroom minus 3 cans of beer. And then he just leaves. Wonder what he did with those beers, huh? Then, about 30 minutes after that, about
Choked him in the
12:40 p.m.,
bathroom?
he went into a grocery store, picked up some salsa, chips, and lettuce, and hey, a couple of beers again. Be rude not to. He then walks to the self-checkout and totally slips his mind to scan and pay
Stealing
for
beer.
those beers. What a dummy.
He
He then
is
arrived
stealing
home with
beer all
Parker
day.
in the backseat at around 1 p.m., which is around the same time his 2 older girls, they got home from that trampoline park. He would tell investigators that he arrived home at around 2:30 p.m., an hour and a half after he actually did. So the long and short of it is that already Parker has been in that car for about 90 minutes longer than he would initially tell the police. And the hell of it was, he would usually park his car in the garage of the house, where it would be, you know, a little bit cooler, let's say, away from the direct sunlight. But about a month earlier, for Father's Day, hadn't Erica just bought Chris a new Peloton? So that took up so much room in their garage, he had to park the car out in front of the house, in direct sunlight. That hot sun on a...
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, let me just do my...
hot ass day. He said Parker was asleep when he got home, so he decided, I'm not going to wake her up, you know, I'm going to leave her in the car, but I'll leave the engine running, leave the AC, keep that sucker going. But of course, after about 20 minutes of the car not moving, the car will turn itself off. Parker was out front in the car, in the sunlight. Chris and his 2 young girls, they were inside. The 2 young girls, they were like playing quietly together. And Chris, by the way, he was living his best life. He was on his phone. He was looking at men's clothing at Nordstrom, you know, looking for some new trends. You know what else he started looking up? He was checking out some adult videos. He was going to have himself a little J.O. session just for him. He was looking at porn from 2:02 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. And then finally, at 4 p.m., Erica arrived home from her job at the
Trying
hospital.
to figure out
And
what
she
the
gets into
hell
the
is
house. She
Parker.
sees Chris and her 2 older daughters, and Erica says,
Flipping out. Where is Parker?
"Where's Parker?" The couple then apparently
Look,
ran outside,
and then he like,
frantic.
oh my
Opened the
God,
door,
I left her
brought
in the
Parker out back
car
into
the
the house,
whole
dialed
I
911,
thought she
called
was
emergency
in
services,
there.
but already, even by that time,
You've been
Parker
spilling beer all day. You canned soda and
is dead. Text messages would be released that day. Text
Bingo.
messages between Erica and Chris while Erica was in the ambulance on the way
Ooh.
to the hospital. Erica,
Ooh.
I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How
Exactly.
many times have I told you?
Exactly.
Chris, babe, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I can't believe this.
Right.
Erica, we've lost her.
Bingo.
She was perfect.
Right.
Chris, babe, our family. How could I do this? Detectives are coming for me. I'm going to prison.
Exactly.
On our way to the hospital. Anything? Please God. Erica, no, she was pronounced.
Exactly.
Chris, I killed our baby.
Yep.
This can't be real. Even from those text messages,
It's just,
you seem to
yeah,
get like
a
the feeling
thrill
that
out
Chris
of
is
it.
more worried about detectives coming
Yeah,
for him
than
and doing something about
Parker
killing their
herself.
child than actually his child being dead.
Exactly. Oh my God. Oh no, I'm going to prison. The detective. Oh my goodness. No.
It would later turn out that the family situation was even more screwed up
What
than
happened?
Schultes led the police to believe
What
at the
happened?
very start. Chris having history of, this exact sort of thing, and he would be caught out in lies about what he was doing that day.
Oh.
From when he arrived home, he said 2:30 when the older girls did. CCTV and a neighbor who had been with the girls would say, nope, it was more like 1 p.m. So again, that meant Parker had been in the car longer than he had initially said. He was
Exactly.
trying to cover
30
it
to
up
45
from the very
minutes.
start. Oh, she's only
Right.
been in there like
30
30
to
minutes.
45 minutes.
You know?
Right.
Not like 3
Two-
hours.
I want to say
I was
it
gonna
was
say two.
no more than 30, 45 minutes. And I don't think their air was off that entire time. I think there was a time in between. I checked on her last. It was still running.
That I
She was
believe
still
he
sleeping.
ain't checked
And then
on.
when he went back out, the car was off.
The
He would
fact that
also
you be
initially
making
say,
this
oh,
a
I left her in
thing.
the car, but I just
Oh.
forgot her. Then he would change it and say, oh, I thought she was in the house. I thought she was
See?
in her room
Right.
playing with her sisters.
Right.
He said he was at the home watching The Office, yucking it up with Michael Scott, when instead he was really pulling his pudding. After he arrived home at 1 p.m., till when Erica arrived home at 4 p.m.,
Right.
neighborhood cameras would show not once
Did he come
go
out and check on her?
on his daughter.
So then that means, right.
And as the investigation continued, the detectives would piece
Cause
all
of
of this
death? What happened?
together.
She,
He left the
mhm.
car out in
Well,
his driveway in
he-
direct sunlight
Right.
on a 110-degree day. That car would have
Should've-
very, very quickly turned into a total furnace. If he had indeed left Parker in his car with the AC running, his car, an Acura MDX, the air conditioning will run for
Acura.
about 20 to 25 minutes, and then it will turn itself off to just save battery.
Sure.
That's a safety mechanism just if the car doesn't detect any movement. So Parker would have been in the car in direct sunlight for a further 2.5 hours after the AC
Went
was off. It was 109 degrees Fahrenheit that day, which is about 42 degrees Celsius, which I think qualifies as hot as fuck. Police would later do a test to determine the internal temperature of the car once the air conditioning
Right.
went off. And after 1 hour with no air conditioning, the temperature inside of the car would have reached 137 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 58 degrees Celsius. And it would ultimately reach 149
was
degrees
napping,
Fahrenheit, which
napping
is
too.
65
Was the
degrees
doors
Celsius.
locked?
While the police, were testing this, they themselves would take regular breaks to get out of the car. They would have a big cooler filled with ice, water, and Gatorade. They had to, pour water on themselves so they wouldn't get sunstroke. That's how hot it was inside that car. And poor Parker would have been in there for hours. Parker may have been asleep like she was when Chris said she was, when they arrived home. But handprints were found on the glass beside where she was sitting.
See what I
Perhaps she
mean?
had been banging on the window.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, maybe the child light was on. Because I'm like, if she would have woke up, and tried to get out or got out, I'm like, was she locked in there? I'm just, I don't know. Because we can't act like this is just not a thing. It is just such a thing, and it's so sad. Remember the guy who was supposed to drop his son off at daycare, and he went to work, and then he got back in his car, I think to have like eat his lunch or have a smoke break or something in his car, and didn't realize that his son was still in the back seat. Like, it is such a thing. Like, it is so traumatizing, especially when it's like little kids, period. Because, you know, it'd be like animals, everything. It's just mind-boggling to be like, to get home after running errands, the kids are asleep in the car. Oh, just stay in the car. And then, what's her name? Erica, whatever her name was. She was like, I kept telling you, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Like, why would I have to keep telling you to stop leaving the kids in the car? Like, why are you trying to make this a thing? Oh, they sleep. I don't feel like bothering them. I'm sorry.
You know, questioning the daughters about what home life was like,
Right.
they would come across some pretty interesting tidbits
Look.
about what had been happening in the house before the police arrived. See, both Chris and Erica had coached both their two daughters about what to say, when the police begin questioning you.
Her name
And the
was
line is,
Erica.
Chris is a good dad. It was just an accident. These things happen. Get the story straight, fellas. Instead, though, one of the daughters, she told police exactly that Chris is a good dad and it was just an accident. Though she said the quiet part out loud, as in, Mom and Dad told me to tell you Chris is a good dad and it was just an accident. She said, sometimes her dad, Chris, he just forgets things. He's a bit away with the fairies.
Yeah.
The two older kids went to Elevate, the trampoline place. And when they came back, Chris was unloading groceries. That he was going to go back for Parker to get her out of the car, parked in the boiling hot driveway, but he forgot. It was just too busy in the house.
Scribe is how 4 million.
Why do the groceries more important than her? Because you stealing beer. And he didn't bring them at the house. He had to chug them. That's where the forgiveness is coming in at, because you're trying to hide the fact that you've been drinking. You like to drink. You started bad drinking, but you want to, appear to live this sober life. And now you done stole 3 cans. You done chugged them driving DWI. You done chugged these at Quick Trip. And then you done scan these at Walmart. And so, how many was that? I count 5. And now you oh my goodness. It's that park for me. With them bangs, Lord. Oh, them bangs.
By putting food away and then playing video games and making lunch.
Look.
And the daughters would say, he often left Parker in the car by herself. He often forgot her there. He had done the very same thing with them also. She would say, one of her daughters would say he had done it 59 times. I mean, okay, it's a kid saying it, but what she means to say is a lot of times.
Right.
One time he came home, he left the oldest daughter asleep in the car, and then he turned the car off, went about, his merry old day. The younger daughter had to come shouting at Chris to maybe let her out before she dies. Chris was, playing PlayStation, blowing the shit out of a few dinosaurs.
See, that's what
and
I'm
then
saying. You leaving kids in the car and you leaving the door locked too. I'm like, both of that don't add up.
I suppose. Basically, Chris had a long history of leaving his kids in the car. He had done it to all 3 kids, and it's sort of, unsurprising.
Right.
That, nothing serious had ever happened
Before.
And on multiple occasions, his other children had to remind him, oh, hey, you left, one of our siblings in the car because he was...
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. If y'all just got back from the trampoline park, y'all should have been asking where Parker at. I don't understand. Like, y'all should have been asking where she at. Now, technically, we was pushing it. What time y'all got back? 2:30. And what time he got back? 1:30-ish, somewhere over there. So I'm like, we was already late, but still. How y'all here from 2:30 to 4 and y'all ain't even asked where Parker at? Y'all got back from the trampoline park. Y'all went, got y'all a snack, started playing or whatever and reminiscing about what time, you know what I mean? Which I went and took a nap or something. I'm like, why y'all ain't asked about Parker either? I'm putting the blame on everybody.
Gaming, folks. He was an elite 360 no-scope gamer. You know, I tried to find out what games he was playing because, you know, if it's Fortnite, well then, you know, screw him. But if it was something like Red Dead Redemption 2, well, let's not be so harsh. This was just like, you know, such a pattern of behavior. I can only imagine he must have enjoyed doing it because that's the only explanation for why he would do it so often. That's why this has to be willfully doing this. Willful negligence. Because you know what, Chris? He just wanted to drink beer. He just wanted to jerk off. He just wanted to play video games. You know, have a great life. Work? Nah, not for me.
Right.
And so he would probably willfully lock his kids in the car and just kind of forget about them. They're grand. Don't worry about
keep the car
every time
on and got
leading
the
up to
air.
Parker's death, the car had been parked in the garage. Till he got a Peloton and there was no more room in the garage. The daughter also said that he a lot. It was always beer o'clock in the Schultes household. And looking through the kids' statements, it seemed like he just wanted the kids away from him at all times, on their iPads, sent to their rooms, locked, sleeping in the car, so he wouldn't have to deal with them.
That's what be blowing me. Throwing them in the car and locking it. Oh, leave the car on. So I'm like, if the car is on, then you should be able to just flip something or pull something or slide it back or something to open the door, right? Or even just open it or just pop open. And unless that child lock on, you really can't do nothing then. But if the car is on, you should be able to let the windows down and open it. Unless the windows lock.
And there was proof, you know, over texts numerous times,
Erica,
telling him, stop leaving the kids in the car. Stop driving so fast, because he was a speeder. Stop driving with our kids in the car.
See what I mean?
He loved doing that too.
Drinking
there's
and
only so
driving.
many times you can do this kind of shit
before you get caught.
You know, it seems like you were doing this shit on purpose. Having said all that, though, you know, was Erica trying to cover for him, or did she truly know how willfully negligent Chris was? Is the question. Was he lying to her about, you know, because she would say, oh, he doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs.
See what I mean? She said that. But then the kids was like,
he was doing all the time. It
beer
seems like
o'clock.
she does. So therefore you got to say, huh, Erica, he's doing this to your kids. Maybe you should kind of like put your kids first or something. But Erica actually never does that going forward. In her statement from the police, she said this, right? And I'm going to read directly from the report. She stated, "This is a really terrible mistake, is what it comes down to." She said she knew Chris was having a really hard time with it. She said he was feeling responsible and guilty about what happened. He was having a really hard time with murdering his daughter. Golly. She stated that he is a stay-at-home dad, and she knows he feels that he has a lot on his plate. The house, feeding the kids, and taking care of the dogs. Off my own fucking hell. Wow, well, talk about stressful life over here. Feeding the kids, walking the dogs, and the PlayStation's not going to play itself, you know. And they say nurses have a tough, get a load of this guy. Something like this has not happened before. This is a little strange, but knowing him and how overwhelmed he can get, it does make a little sense to her. She stated that she does not forgive that, but she still understands him. She stated things have been really good for her and Chris recently, because he quit drinking alcohol 3 months ago. Yeah, okay. She stated there was never any abuse, but if he would drink when they went on vacation, it was just not a great time. It truly was not a great time, because as I said in the months previous, Erica repeatedly texted Chris saying she had concerns for his behavior, namely driving drunk, locking their kids in the car, and speeding with their daughters in the backseat. And it wasn't just his wife and daughters who, you know, had some problems with his behavior.
Well, it was here on this block that Christopher Schultes' 2-year-old daughter died inside of the family car as temperatures scorched above 100 degrees. The News 4 Tucson investigators have learned that Schultes has a 16-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. That daughter tells us she's heartbroken for her half-sister's death, but not the least bit surprised.
His 16-year-old daughter from a previous relationship would speak out. She wouldn't be identified, but she said that when she was a kid, he did the same thing. She didn't even meet Chris until she was 5. And then there was a bitter custody battle between her mom and Chris. Chris, unfortunately for her, won. And she would live with Chris and Erica for 4 years.
Ooh.
Years, she would say, were a total nightmare. He would lock her in the car for hours and hours, feed her like once a day, which as a diabetic was dangerous for her. Once she tried to, hurt herself, and CPS were called, and they would take her out of Chris and Erica's custody. She would go back and live with her mom. But tragically, her mom passed away then a year later, and she would go and live with a family friend. She would later sue both Erica and Chris for what she would call emotional distress, physical, psychological, and emotional abuse. The report read she would frequently be slapped, thrown, have her hair pulled, have her head pushed into walls, and be picked up by her shirt or arm. Folks, shockingly, this, I don't know if you'll agree with me, but he's not a great fellow, to be honest. I mean, he did have a number of incidents with the police for drunk driving, and in 2017 was arrested for assault, so he's not great. Like, he didn't do good. After Parker's death, police went door to door in the neighborhood to try and, just find out a little bit more about the Schultes family, what they knew, what kind of history did they have. And let me read you out what one neighbor would say. Sarah started off by saying there is a pattern of behavior from Chris Schultes of negligence. Sarah stated she has been involved in search parties, looking for his, Christopher's, children and animals on a handful of occasions, because they leave the home while he is sleeping or something else happens. Sarah really wanted it to be understood that this was negligent, and a pattern of negligence that was 100% avoidable, and it was not simply, oopsie, this never happens kind of thing. There was even rumors that he was also banging his next door neighbor, because, he's sitting around the house doing sweet fuck all. All of the neighbors would know about the Schultes situation and the negligence and the kids going missing and then being found, and kids would be seen wandering the streets at 2 a.m. appearing outside neighbors' houses in their underwear. So they're sort of the talk of the neighborhood, except for one female neighbor who lived next door, who never had a bad thing to say about Chris, and everybody else basically suspected that's because they're, he's plowing her. Yes, kids would sometimes just go missing for periods of time, and neighbors would have to help in the search while Chris was back, napping. Because it's absolutely exhausting doing fucking nothing, isn't it?
This is new.
Child, that's why you get them locks on the door handle. Child, that's why you get them locks on the door handle. I'm talking about oh my goodness. It'll just change your life. Hold on. It really will. I feel like I've made a video about it. I know she got a man. She ain't even giving me the picture that I'm looking for. I keep tapping in. Locks for doorknobs. Let me just go to Home Depot. Because I know she know what I'm talking about. Everybody else Google act like, what is this Microsoft Bing? Technically, I don't know who. I must have not changed that. I had to order me another heating element. There it is, right there. There it is. Take two. John, is that one I got? Look how much it costs. $13.76. Come with 2 keys. real metal. That's all you need. Y'all watch them kids see that on the door, it's over. I don't know. They get into the habit where they just opening the door. It's so terrifying. They wake up 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, and a child is gone. Ooh.
So with all this extensive evidence against Chris,
Terrifying.
it was on July 12th, 3 days after Parker's death, that he was charged with 2nd-degree murder.
Ooh. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Look at Erica. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So
You're under arrest.
Can we do this maybe out here so the kiddos don't have to hear? One is sleeping and one's upward. So remember how we talked about the investigation and things that would transpire?
Well.
And I told you I'm always gonna tell you guys the truth. There's no secrets here, right? So
You going to
based
jail?
off of our investigation at this point, right? We have determined that there's probable cause to go ahead and charge you for what happened.
No, sir. Don't cause a scene. Don't resist. Don't cause a scene. Don't resist.
This doesn't change what's going on.
But you need to stand up. Do you need some shoes? Go, Erica, go get him some shoes.
What happens at this point is you are going to be taken into custody.
Go get him some shoes.
And you will be booked. And then after you are booked, you have an initial appearance with the judge within the first 24 hours. Okay? After the first 24
Why is she
hours,
rubbing his back?
the judge will determine
Why is she rubbing his back like that?
what happens next. At that point, the case goes to the courts. It'll be between you, it'll be between your attorneys, and it'll be between the county prosecutor.
But for right now, get your ass up.
Again,
Put your hands behind your back.
the consequences of what happened.
Erica, go get him some shoes.
But what I'm going to ask of you.
Rub his back one more time. You're going to piss me off.
Come on, Chris. Let's go out here.
When they came to arrest him, he literally drops to his knees and hyperventilates. Again, something he really didn't do when his daughter died.
Exactly.
Weird.
Right.
I don't want this to be anything more than what it needs to be at its base.
He ain't even crying. There's no tear. Is there a tear? I can't seem to find a tear. Like, I can't seem to find it. Like, I'm looking for one, maybe to drop. I'm trying to, maybe catch like, that angle when he hold his head up. You see what I mean? But for some, it's just coming back dry. It's just coming back dry. It's a lot of deep sighing and a lot of panting going on, but I just don't see any tears. Go get his shoes. Look at her. Who is that in the back? Ooh. 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 Now you mad because that's his mama. Oh, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That's typically how the guilty mamas always act.
As now, Chris will be unable to attend his daughter's funeral.
Right.
He will attend his daughter's funeral.
Oh, okay.
Just have to hit standard. Okay. Hey, Brooks, on the AC, look on the bottom, it says rear. Let's get the AC.
Cut the AC on. I would have had his ass driving in the hot ass car like he did Parker. Now you want to make sure he got air. The devil is a lie.
He said nice and loud, let's get the AC on. Wow, well, I'm glad that they're keeping Chris nice and comfortable in the car.
Tuesday, police found the little girl unresponsive, passed out inside the family's car in their driveway. Paramedics took her to the hospital where, unfortunately, she later was pronounced dead. Now, the father originally told Marana police that the girl was in there for 30 minutes, maybe up to an hour at most. However, search warrants police took out later showed she was inside that car for much longer. Now, this is a developing story, and we'll, of course, have many more details to share with you, where police discovered this in their investigation, how those search warrants helped set up a timeline to see how long the child was in there.
Now, from then on, Erica, she would stand by her man. Erica would ask the judge You know, it was a simple mistake. He's a good man. He's a good father. Please let him out. And Chris would be released from jail. And this is just like absolutely batshit to me. Like Erica messaging and giving out to him 4 months saying something like this is going to happen. You are going to kill somebody someday. And then when it does happen, she's just like, well, it was a simple upsy daisy. He's the bee's knees, he's the dog's bollocks. You know, let him out. Don't charge him. He's grand. We need him to come home so we can try and kill our other kids. And as I said, it worked, by the way. Erica standing by her man, Chris was released from jail.
37-year-old Christopher Schultes is facing second-degree murder and abuse charges, child abuse charges. Tonight, no bond was issued and he was released from jail. His wife spoke to the judge. Take a listen.
I'm just asking if you can allow him to come home to us so we can all start the grieving process so that he can bury our daughter with us this upcoming week and that we can go through this whole process together as a family. This was a big mistake, and I think that this doesn't represent him. And I just want the girls to see their father so that I don't have to tell them tonight that they're going to endure another loss.
Erica's own mother, by the way, a woman named Cynthia King. She had a very different story than her daughter did, and she viewed Chris with the rose-tinted glasses that her daughter did. Cynthia disliked Chris from the moment she met him. She was infuriated just by being in his presence. And she would say, he deserves prison time. He has gotten away with everything in his life with no consequences whatsoever. He is a sociopathic narcissist who will continue to make decisions that he feels will have zero repercussions. I am worried about my other granddaughters. I think Cynthia King...
Let's be real. Getting
on the money with all of that. Chris would attend his daughter's funeral, and Cynthia, you know, the grandmother, she would be there, and she would say, you know, Chris, he was having a great time at the daughter he murdered, her funeral. He was having a great time. He was dancing about, he's prancing. He was acting like he was at a wedding with a little flower in his hair. And, you know, while still charged but released from jail, the next thing he did, well, come on. He bought a new PlayStation. What a sack of shit. As I said, the judge quickly released Chris without having to post any bond. Happy days. Well, sort of, because those charges against Chris, second-degree murder, would be upgraded to first-degree murder, child abuse, crimes against children, and domestic violence.
So, Mr. Schultes, this is the time set for your arraignment in this case. You have a copy of the indictment.
Lost some weight.
Okay.
Got a little buzz cut.
His name is spelled correctly in the caption. We would waive a formal reading. I request that you enter a plea of not guilty as to...
Even with all that, he was still out like a free man with zero bond. He's being charged with first-degree murder. And he's out having a great time. It's such a great time. Like, this is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Him and Erica would ask the judge, hey, do you mind if we go on vacation? We go on vacay, baby? We're planning on going to Hawaii, have some little family time together. And the judge says, yeah, sure, off you go. Have a good time, lads. Have a great time. He's a first-degree murderer. Is there lead in the pipes in Arizona or what? And then it gets even better. In March 2025, he rejected a deal he was offered by the courts. They offered him a plea deal of second-degree murder, which would have been 10 to 25 years in prison. And Chris said, nope, I'd rather take this to trial on first-degree murder charges. And he very nearly did.
Mariana dad will be going to prison for leaving his daughter in a hot car. Christopher Schultes has accepted a plea deal for the 2-year-old's death last year. 13 News reporter J.D. Wallace is live downtown at Superior Court with what he accepted and how it limits his time behind bars. J.D.
Val, second-degree murder and child abuse could have added up to almost 50 years, but this deal limits it to just more than half that. 15 months of court appearances and the threat of a first-degree murder trial are behind Christopher Schultes.
Look at the reporter in the bed. Look at the reporter in the bed.
He walks out of court after accepting a deal in the death of his daughter, Parker. Mr. Schultes, is there anything you wish to say?
Look, you see him.
Other family members?
Look.
In late October 2025, Christopher Schultes entered a plea of guilty to the charges of second-degree murder and intentional child abuse, likely to cause death or serious physical injury. That was just a handful of days before his trial for first-degree murder was scheduled to begin. That was the very same deal he had rejected about like
Right.
7 months previous. But now
Right.
he's like, actually, yeah.
Let me
I'll have a
take
bit of
that
that.
deal.
The Pima County Attorney's Office said he would still have to face between 20 and 30 years in prison, however. But if he had gone to trial, he may have gotten a life or even the death penalty. But ultimately, he would get none of those sentences. This sociopathic narcissist, as his mother-in-law called him, sort of evading justice once again. Christopher Schultes, he failed to show up to the hearing that would, take him into custody.
We start this afternoon with breaking news. The Marana father, who pleaded guilty to the murder of his own daughter after leaving her inside a hot car, has died.
The day he was supposed to hand himself over to the authorities and then be sentenced, he instead got into the car in his garage and ran a hose from the exhaust into the car and started that sucker up. Erica and their live-in nanny found him unconscious in the running vehicle. He was later pronounced dead of carbon monoxide poisoning.
My God.
On top of the car, he had left a note, and nearby was a rope and a ladder. It's unclear if he tried one method before the other. And this was all in their brand new $1 million Phoenix home, where they had moved to after Chris had been released without bond. Whether it was the guilt of what he'd done to his daughter just finally got to him, or the
My
fear
God.
of going to prison,
Don't matter.
because I guess
Don't
child
give
killers
a-
don't have a fantastic time. We don't know, but I'll hazard a guess that because he did this the very same day he was supposed to hand himself over to the authorities, well, that will give you a pretty good indication of what Chris's mindset was. Once again, a sociopathic narcissist. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank
Means
you,
the world to me
Mike.
that you're here
Of
watching this whole
course.
video. As always, folks, if you're looking for some more of that chapter,
Thank
check
you,
out
Mike.
That Chapter Patreon.
Appreciate
For
it.
$2 a month, you get early access, ad-free, every single video, and there is a playlist of Patreon exclusive videos and behind the scenes and extra content and all that sort of stuff there, and a Discord. So give that a go, or check out the That Chapter podcast. You can find it available on all podcast platforms. Exclusive episodes there every Monday. Give it a go for yourself.
But in the
Until next video,
meantime,
please take care of each other and
in
yourselves.
between
'Cause I
time,
love you. Mark out.
love you.